to the Natural 1's tabletop role-playing game campaign, where we play some homebrew TTRPG that this madman here conjured up. And today I've got Kelly. And Kelly, who's your character in this world that today? It's been a couple weeks.
I play Braun, the drunken dwarf fighter. I'm an Echo Knight with some serious memory issues that I'm not sure if I'm haunted or possessed or what the hell it is, but yeah, it's freaky. And I just try to drink enough to not think about it too much.
Both above table and in game. All right, I'm just kidding.
You're not wrong.
All right, and Agnes, who were you playing in this campaign of ours?
Playing Lila, Earth Genasi cleric, who
I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay.
I got a noise gate.
Yeah, it's the mic is very sensitive of how far away from my face it is. I'm playing Lila, Earth Genasi cleric, who just tries to keep the party alive and somewhat out of trouble.
The face of the group, the brains, anyways. And then we've got Soulstar, or I'm sorry, Travis.
Yeah.
Who I just spoiled, but yeah.
Go ahead. Spoiler alert.
Character. Yeah, spoiler.
I'll be playing Soulstar again. He's a half-elf rogue who's about several thousand gold richer than he was the day before.
See if you can haul that gold up the mountain range.
Well, I'm glad we arrived at, spoiler alert, I'm glad we arrived at Joel's Emporium, because now we could just spend some of that.
That's true. After you guys managed to free that phantom steed spirit, or fake, the wild guardian spirit that was trapped in the skull of Jasanko, and managed to flee the scene, Braun had a little moment of feeling this was his last session, because sort of stranded himself. And then
I had to save the horses, you know.
Yeah.
No, it was a brave gesture, but luckily Soulstar came through with the winning move and came back on horseback and did the all come with me if you want to live.
Yeah.
To a Braun that was holding
time.
back tears. Yeah.
Braun's still processing that one. You didn't see that coming.
Slight tear rolls down his cheek.
Yeah, if a rogue does their job, nobody sees me coming.
Haha, spontaneity. And stealth. Stealth with spontaneity. I don't know. Anyways, so the group traveled up northeast along the trail they were given. They met up with Celia DeLuna, an adventurer known within the shadow markets and trade system that Nactus and Barley and Asha Voss all know about. And she had given Lila a summoning stone that helped you free that phantom steed. She did mention that she has a partner, and you just met Alex Thornhill, who is in a very shy girl who's very knowledgeable and a book nerd.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And she was the one in the combat wheelchair
And
we heard about.
yeah.
Beat.
And I believe we ended last session with you guys pulling up to Joel's Emporium.
Mm-hmm. We got the gold loaded onto the carriage that they were riding in.
Yep.
Okay.
No way.
Thanks to Lila, yeah.
Yeah, along with all their goods they've picked up along the travels, you can definitely tell they've been picking up all kinds of goods and needs. You see like all kinds of plants, barrels filled with some kind of liquid. You can hear them swash around on the road. Barrels.
Liquid.
Barrels named Darrells.
There's a plus and minus there. After I got off Soulstar's horse, was there room enough on the cart or the carriage for me to hop on?
Yeah, it's a fairly big snow carriage.
Was there enough time between there and Joel's Emporium
like
for me
a sedan-sized? Is there time
you
for
think I
what?
could take a short rest before we got to Joel's?
No,
Hour?
you'll probably have time to rest when you get there.
No worries.
Do you
I am
need
going to
some
go ahead.
healing?
Yeah, it's
No.
only about a 2-hour
Regain a
trip
couple
on the
things.
trail.
But I am going to go ahead and just use my second wind and regain a couple hit points.
Yeah, because I still have quite a few spell slots left.
Yeah.
And of course we have our guardian that I left at the the gate after you guys ran through.
That's right. After some time, you do feel that surge of energy in the crystal, and you feel like it's like a living crystal. You can feel it vibrate and move about, almost like it's breathing.
I'm not creepy at all.
Yep. Freaky.
Every once in a while, in your mind's eye, you can hear a horse.
It's all I ever wanted, a Pokemon.
Your own personal Pokemon. Treat it right, and it'll help you out in various situations.
There you go.
Wow, wow, wow.
I choose you.
Now you just gotta name him. I forgot, what was your dragon's name?
Captain Tibbs, also known as the Department of Devastation and Education.
Nice. Perfect.
That's great.
All right. So as the carriage pulls up, everybody gets ready. You see the entryway sort of open. Joel's Emporium had neon lights are flashing through the snow. You see Celia help Alex out of the carriage and into the Emporium.
Before we go in, should we divvy up the loot, not right in front of the merchant to be a little safer? What was the total take? Was 36 grand?
No, we left some behind, so I think we only got 30,000. At least that's
Yeah.
what we know.
You got 30, but I stayed for the other 6 and to get the horses free. I think I grabbed that other
but-
6.
You put it on the
I thought
horse.
you left it on the
slapped his
horse.
ass. Yeah, you left it on the horse. He slapped his ass and it took off.
Oh, that's right. It went the other way.
Because
Yeah.
we're making fun of the townsfolk that would be running after
Yeah.
that horse.
You left a hefty donation for the
Yeah. Hopefully
There
they're
you go.
townsfolk.
For whoever found it.
leaving coins. Well, hopefully, it got a hole punched in the sack or something. It's just dropping coins throughout town.
That's
Or maybe ran straight to the rebels. Let's hope.
Or maybe it goes back to Cartwright DiMaggio and he's struck by a pot of good luck.
So 30 grand, that would be 7.5 a piece.
What? Excuse me. There was only 2 of us in on that operation. Sounds like 15,000 apiece. I didn't see no Lila and Fimble there. They weren't selling no Oink Ink. They're not in the brand.
I'm
Gotta
good as long as we have enough diamonds for what we need. We're good now. So
Buy him something nice, I guess.
Yeah. We'll buy them something in the Emporium, and they'll forget all about it.
It doesn't feel right at all.
Fimble's just sort of playing in the snow, not really paying attention to what you guys are talking about.
Well, the main reason I ask is I put the 36 grand into my character inventory, and that's like all there is now. I have 36,579, and I swear I had more than 579 gold even after paying the bribes necessary for our little adventure, but I'm gonna drop $6,000 off that because we only got 30 grand.
Only.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm just doing the math.
Bunch of rich soldiers all together
What
in a
if-
building.
What if we give Lila and Fimble 5,000 each, and then you and I both split 10,000? That seems fair-ish.
You want to do that?
I had $1,000 already from our last adventures of what stuff we got paid from, so I don't know.
Okay. No, I mean that sounds fair. And if they can't afford something here in the shop, maybe we'll help them out with that.
Sure.
But okay. So let's do that. 10 grand each for us, 5 grand each for them, and that's even enough splits. So I'm gonna minus 20 grand total from my inventory.
Dear Lord.
Ooh, nice. It's nice to see a decimal place in my my gold.
Weight carrying 204 pounds.
All right. And that leaves me with 10.5 thousand, so I guess I'm not gonna get that fucking horse. God damn it. I was trying to save the horse for our journey. I mean, we're gonna have to pay the old man a deposit on that horse too. On all of them, I suppose.
Oh yeah, you're right. That wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. That's an expensive horse to man.
You don't want to get on Cartwright DiMaggio's hard bad side, man. I'll
Yeah.
track you down. man.
He's gonna
It's
try
okay.
to
We'll just build some more snowmen. In the ship.
Werewolves, vampires. Hiding in the snow.
How do I do this? Okay.
All
Still
so
gotta
I
find
do-
a wolf head and kill some vampires for him. I'm determined to make good on my promise. All right, so let's go inside, rest up, talk to Joel, figure out what the hell's going on. I'll make sure the cart and horses are secure and it looks like we're in a safe place.
Okay, now I got that to work. I was trying to figure out how to move the money around on my character to put some of it into the bag of holding, so I'm not carrying it all.
Yeah. All right. As the rest of you walk into Joel's emporium, you can see that they've got a bit of a fireplace, sort of druid crafted it into the main area, sort of heating it like open fire 360 fireplace. So it's keeping everything nice and warm. In the opening lobby, you see Sashay and Celia just very hyper, and they have a pot of dark, kind of muddy water sort of dripping out of a little machine, and an aroma of, well, as we would call it, coffee starts to fill up in the emporium. Fimble's nose sort of travels through the scent and starts watching them and listening to them talk as the water drips down into the pot.
That's exactly what we need. We need Fimble high on coffee.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a splash of Irish whiskey or Dwarvish whiskey in mine and
Well, yeah, you don't have it yet.
Dwarven coffee.
It's percolating right now. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I probably need to restore my stock anyway, so I guess I'll ask Joel straight up for resupply first. Do you happen to have any spirits, any Dwarven whiskey or anything like that for sale?
I've got some dwarven whiskey. Can't pronounce the name of it. Starts with a D, and then a bunch of other. I don't want to insult your home language, but you guys are pretty rough. But yeah, let me see. Goes in the back and sort of gestures for you to follow him if you'd like.
Yeah, definitely. Looking to procure half a dozen. So
I'm gonna check my own private little bar area. It's,
yeah.
I've had the bottle for like pre-Dominion. I'll slowly say that.
Jesus.
Yeah, about 30
This is the
years old.
old bottle that we just hustled those people for. See, we could have gotten the real goods. We could have delivered. We could still fill our contract.
I don't plan on going back. Not anytime soon.
I don't think that bar is going to be very happy with us either. We locked them in.
Yeah, that was hindsight's always 20/20.
Well,
Well, eventually, someone will
billions.
fall out a window.
Yeah.
It was for their own safety.
You didn't get the
know?
employees. Yeah, the employee in the back was open, so the employees were able to get out. But everybody that was in the lobby and in like the main area couldn't go out through the exits or the front door. But
We're
the
just
service
keeping 'em out.
staff had their exit.
Yeah, it was a service. But yeah, I burned through most of my bottles of wine and whiskey and stuff like that. So I'd like to buy an assortment again to replenish my stash.
I think you call this one Dungeon Crafted Skin. I don't know. Out of all the languages I do know, I don't know Dwarvish. So
I barely speak it myself, and I'm a dwarf, so it's all right. It's very all right. That's a pretty fine bottle you have there. I'll take that one and some more just regular serviceable bourbons or whiskeys you have. Any wines?
We've got plenty of standards. We've got reds, blights.
Okay. Let's just say I'll buy an assortment of 10 bottles or something.
All right. You like?
I'm not gonna be picky. What do you want for them?
$30,000. No.
For a bottle.
You got us.
Nah. Oh, I'll just break you off with an even 100.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
100,000?
Yeah. Alcoholics will do what they need.
$100 million.
Well, we'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that and kind of reshuffle my box. Also, I'd like to change out some currency for platinum, just for ease of carrying. Do you have a way to convert currency here, Joel?
It's not on the up and up, but it is something I can, a service I can provide, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd like to convert probably about $5,000 of my gold to platinum.
Okay.
And start loading that into my little carry box that I have.
Okay. Yeah, it takes the gold coins and sort of walks over to his work table, and you hear some clanging and some saw. You hear like sparks of electricity, and then just a gush of wind blow by. He comes back and he's got them all transfigured into platinum coins.
Nice. So I'm adding 500 platinum and minusing 5,000 gold. Just for conversion's sake.
Yep.
Still the same amount of money. But
Feels really warm too, for some reason.
warm, like freshly minted. He's just throwing it into a fusion smelter and back.
Alchemist spell.
Yeah.
Turn the gold to platinum.
Yeah, that tracks. But yeah, Braun's just, kind of loading up his little foot box or locker with the good booze and just straps platinum, same thing. I assume that service is available for any of the rest of you guys as well, if you want to convert.
I'm good for now.
Yeah.
Now that the business is done and the coffee is brewing, what do you have for sale, my friend? I'm feeling flush.
Well, what you looking for? I've got all kinds of stuff. Picks up a glass of wine and starts walking through
Okay.
back into the main entryway.
Yeah. I'll pour myself a cup of coffee with a shot of the brew, whatever the dwarvish stuff is.
Jugen Krofstensen.
Yeah. Actually, that's the spendy bottle. I'll just throw some standard whiskey in with my coffee.
Yeah. All right.
There was one thing I've heard about, but I can't believe may exist, and it's something we've discussed before. Is there an amulet or an enchanted flask you might have that can convert liquor into a healing draught on occasion?
I think I might. And
Fuck yeah.
goes about looking around, just like through the drawers nearby, sets his glass down on the table, and he finds said item and like blows the dust off it, and like, I think this is what you're looking for.
Nice.
And
Is it in flask form or is it an amulet?
It is an amulet shaped like a flask.
Oh, okay. Okay. That works. So that is the amulet of the drunkard?
Yeah.
Begging for? Sweet. How much is that going to run me?
Well, it's been sitting here collecting dust. How's a nice even 200?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will certainly buy that.
Yeah, should help you out in a pinch when you need it.
Yeah. Once a day, I can basically turn a sip of alcohol that I've put into this amulet into a small healing potion. I'll see if I can look that up on the old D&D Beyond.
Glad to be of service.
Yeah.
Sip this wine glass. Kneels down and sort of lays about on the countertop, and he's looking at the little city in a bottle on the counter.
Yeah, this amulet smells of old ale-stained wood. While wearing it, you can regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine. Once the amulet has restored hit points, it won't do so again until the next dawn.
4d4, you said?
Yeah, 4d4 plus 4. That's like a medium healing potion.
That's a pretty decent one. Hold on, let me see here. That's a greater.
That's a greater.
Yeah, 4d4 plus 4 is a greater healing potion.
Fuck yeah, that's OP as hell. I think you undercharged me on that, Larry. I'm going to go ahead and throw another 200 at least on that.
Yeah. Joel sees you give him a tip and just sort of looks at it and smiles, and he just lets it sit there, and he's still looking at the city and the bottle on the counter.
Yeah, we're solid, man. He gave me so many free grenades last time. I probably owe this guy a lot more than an extra 200 gold. So I am very content. Stock up, fellas. Anyone else got something on their wish list?
Unless you want
I might have something.
Stock
I
up
just
with
don't
some
know
more
it yet.
nades.
I haven't many. I've used my Molotovs mostly.
Okay.
Yeah, I've still got 2 fire, 2 ice, 2 lightning, and 2 radiant. Plus your holy wall and some Molotovs. I'm still strapped.
Joel, what is the most expensive item you have in the shop?
Most expensive. Well, I don't really have anything I'm not really selling that.
I'll buy it.
But I don't want to pull you into. I could easily lie to you and say it's something magical and just be like, you know, a ball of yarn that makes its own sweater, you know, a day, and
we're talking sweaters now. Sweater a day.
Yep.
I'm looking to spend as much of this gold as I can right now. I'm looking for something, anything really, anything valuable, anything you don't need. You gotta have some crazy stuff back there.
Yeah.
Well,
and we are in a dimension traveling starship, but I don't think we can afford that yet.
Well, it is a busted up starship, yes, but
and your
now
home.
well, that is true. It's been many things for a long time, but now that you mention it, I think I might have some old map that has maybe a location to an ancient warship, like
a ship,
a flying ship, yeah. A spelljammer like my own, but something more, more like a battleship, like a frigate or a.
How much are you wanting for that map, bud?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll say this: you're able to find said ship. I might be able to help out with repairs and such. So if you get the ship, I would like to take a look at it myself and maybe figure things out that'll help.
If we find it, it'll cost more to fix it up than the map will cost, and that makes sense.
Now is this another spelljammer, or is this just a terrestrial, airship with crystals?
Good question.
It's apparently there was a civilization that was built on traveling through realms in space, and apparently they have, most of them have all been destroyed throughout the war. There's only been 3 others discovered on this planet alone, but they seem to be a pretty big deal. All have a signature ring of fire around the main starship that propels them through the atmosphere and then on through space onto the next nebula and star system and galaxy ahead.
Oh yes, Soulstar, no more stealing fishing boats for you.
That I still haven't grasped the knowledge to. But it's also unfortunately under in the location of the mother of the world lair, Ouroboros, the queen of serpents and water. Whatever.
Probably perked up at the word mother and then immediately was like, what?
Snakes and wyverns.
Oh, I don't think we can resist that map though.
Certainly not. Shut up and take my money.
$10,000 work for you?
Oh. Now look, Spelljammer is no small deal, but we're talking about a piece of paper here that's a location to the possible resting place of the Spelljammer. It's 1,000. Good match. What about 7.5?
$5,000. 7.5 now, and the rest when you bring it back. How does that work?
I'll put down
free repairs and free repairs by me.
Oh shit!
Okay. That's better than AAA, buddy. Yeah. Okay.
AAA.
I pay you to fix it.
Yes. If anybody wants to chip in, that's great. But otherwise, I'm dropping seven and a half.
No, I'm gonna throw $2,000 in platinum your way.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm buying
One and a
a stake in your future pirate ventures.
There you go. I'm
Plus, we're
pretty
gonna
much
use that
holding
thing
on
to
money for potions
Yeah.
and for healing.
I'm already thinking about how we're gonna use an interdimensional ship to smuggle booze. Like that.
Intergalactic pirates.
Yeah, seriously. We could get some bootlegging going.
No. It's intergalactic moonshiners.
Yeah,
There you
real moonshiners from the moon and shit. Do you know how much a bottle of whiskey that was made on the moon sells for? Come on. That's going to be a thing. With the first lunar colony, they're going to start sending back like bottles of vodka, and rich people will gobble that up. And it's going to be like $1 million bottle of vodka, and you know Elon Musk is going to have 2 of them.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. Yeah. If only all worlds were that nice. There's another thing, like practicality-wise, that I guess Braun should probably look into. Joel, do you happen to have a knapsack or a traveling pack that has a roomy interior to help me transport?
Bigger on the inside.
Kind of, yeah.
I got
Roomy.
a couple of bag of holdings.
Okay. Do you happen to have a handy haversack? I prefer something like that, more of a knapsack than a satchel. Little less room from what I've heard, but something like that. And, you know, with a couple pockets specifically for bottles, you know, a padded 12-pack holder.
So customizable bag of holding.
You know, just enough to fit a few cases of liquor inside and maybe a chest full of loot. Spare armor, some weapons,
Well,
you know.
I guess, I don't know. Let me sets his wine glass down and goes back into this work area and starts clanging about.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be too fancy, but I'd rather it be a handy haversack than a bag of holding, just for technical description.
And bag of holding holds up to what? 500 pounds?
500 pounds, yeah.
Okay.
500 pounds and like 3 or
I think
4.
the haversack's supposed to be either 250 or 300.
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm just looking for basically all this liquid weight I'm always carrying around, plus the gold, and I think I've still
Makes
got.
you, he makes you a camel pack, so you can just sort of get the straw popping out of it, built into your armor. No.
Yeah, the straw going into a keg.
But when
that's
you
in
get hit really hard, it's like a Capri Sun getting squeezed. No.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I got all kinds of crap on me that I probably do need to set aside. There's that suit of armor we picked up. I've got a few spare weapons and stuff. So anything
Yeah,
I
I've
can
got
wedge
got
all that
that-
shit.
armor fire resist that I want to hold on to just in case, but
Yeah. And with your bag of holding and this for kind of different stuff, I think we'll be pretty proportionally weighed out.
Yeah, Joel comes back out and he's got a sort of, well, try this, and it's a haversack that's sort of just made of random scraps of leather,
Okay.
and try this and open it up, and there's a little like sliding compartment scale, so you can sort of fit in what you need.
Nice. Should we consider that a handy haversack?
Yeah,
Perfect. All right.
for all intents and purposes,
All right.
you have a sack.
It is wondrous, rare. 1,500?
That seems fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to do fair. I don't need a solid deal. I want this stuff, man.
So is it true that Nactus hired you guys to kill the leader of the Syndicate, the Vonn Trusk kid?
There may be a contract out on a certain individual.
How much? How about this? I'll pay you double not to kill him, but to bring him back alive.
I don't even remember how much the amount. I don't think we were given an amount, were we?
I don't remember.
I don't think
But
so.
double, that's a good number I like. What do
I
you
know
want
that-
with him, Joel?
I think he's too important to just murder. I think he's got information that we may need, especially if we're going to stop whatever's going on with the Syndicate, the Empire, and that lunatic Nephron Scheid and his friends like Tenzin Mappa, and the current state of the Earth with burning forest that seems to be never-ending. Waiting for the next shoe to drop, and I think it might be coming up when we head up. Well, when you head up to the lungs of the world, up on the scars of Arias, to find the next idol, and stop this Tenzin Mappa from corrupting the world around us.
If we do bring him back alive, can you guarantee that he will never be publicly seen alive again? Can we?
Joel reaches out of his pocket and he sets down a pair of handcuffs. Put these on him, he'll be like a purring kitten asleep,
Okay.
and will be at your bidding.
Kitten, you say?
Well, you know, you won't have any
I'll pick up the
resistance.
handcuffs.
He'll be-
I was gonna say, can we test them on an
Putting
angry
your-
brawn and see what happens?
What? No, you're not tying me up. God damn it!
Clamps his bronze hands together, and yep.
Man.
He's very susceptible. You can, if you ever wanted to ask him anything, now's the time to do it.
gonna take us up
One
that
time
platinum.
Fimble's not here. Well, that's good to know. We can go ahead and take those cuffs off and.
God damn it! Son of a bitch! What the shit? Oh, that was unpleasant. Don't ever do that again, please.
Well, now you know what he'll be going through, and you know.
So, as much as I want to hand them to Soulstar to hold on to, typically in a fight, it's either me or Braun that are up on in the face of
Yeah.
people. So
I'm going to be honest and tell you I would abuse those if you gave them to me. There's a little too much potential for pranking there. Maybe the cleric, the ethical person of the group should.
Yeah.
the one
In
time I
charge of
played the
those.
ethical character. Okay, I will hold on to the comatose cuffs.
This was Star Trek. She'd be all Federation.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
hand those to me every session. We're just going to be doing 20 questions to someone. You know,
I would try and find out what
Like a
happens. if you
tiny
put 'em in
migrant
your
trout.
if you do it around
Yeah.
the ankles, I mean, make it more difficult to walk.
ankles.
another thing I'd like to ask Joel about is if he just happens to have like a nice kind of like bandolier for all these grenades I've purchased, a belt or a strap that will keep them padded and safe and yet readily accessible. You know, I'll pay him 20 or 30 gold for a nice custom leather bandolier.
Yeah, he hands you a bandolier. It's got some rings on it that you can clamp the grenades on,
Okay.
or hook them on, whichever, however you please.
All right. I'll throw another 20 on the counter.
But yeah, I know he may not give you an opportunity to try to bring him in alive, but if you could, it would be a great boon for us in this whole movement. I know Nactus is very much driven by blood and revenge right now. Sure talks someone that killed most of his old crew, so he's got a hefty weight tolling on him. But I think the better place is to bring him in alive, find out just what's going on, so we can hopefully get a step ahead instead of staying behind.
Okay. If we bring him to you alive, you got to promise to keep him out of circulation for a couple years, not just question him and let him go.
Oh, I've got a holding cell that I can keep him in.
We're going to take some trophies and probably collect the other bounty for his death, too. I probably don't say that out loud. I don't know. Ron's been drinking. Maybe he does.
I think you do.
Yeah. You know,
really quietly, under your breath, like JD from Scrubs. That's all the references.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to be transferring my stuff into that haversack and kind of getting rid of my old backpack and equipping this one.
Sashay, Thimble, and Celia go to sit by the fire, and they're all drinking a cup of coffee. Just chatting about.
Definitely getting in a short rest while I can and just kind of repacking my gear.
Alex wheels herself to the back, and she knows Joel's place pretty well, and she starts unloading books that she's found and starts putting them up on the shelf, all organized, and looks about and wheels over to the bar and grabs a glass of wine, rolls that back into the open area. So I've heard quite a bit about you. And she looks over to Soulstar. Appears your group has done quite a bit. I mean, you got to see heart of the world. Granted, it was on fire and missing its heart, but caused a rift between the pride of Abraxas and Satori. Freed the people of a demonic being. Or
kicked off the revolution.
Trapped and escaped from Venland. Under the clutches of their highest war priest, Venna Roseblood. She's looking for you. I would imagine so. Someone with that stature and stick up their ass doesn't tend to let something like that go. Even when political change happens and they're under new management, that old management still holds grudges. But I'm just surprised to meet y'all. We've all heard the rumors throughout our network. Never know what to call you. We just call you the Four.
Well, you see, when you put everything all together like that, we actually sound pretty impressive. But on a more day-to-day basis, I guess you could call us the natural ones. Heard somebody say that before. Kind of stuck with me. Makes sense. Kind of like we're an odd group that really shouldn't work, but somehow we work. Made it this far.
Yeah, we seem naturally just kind of fall into situations that result in good for the good and bad for the bad.
Yeah.
We also kind of kicked off a war between the Syndicate and the cops in the last port town we left. And I think if you read the news tomorrow, assuming people can read,
she holds up the paper, the Ion newspaper that's circulated throughout the aisle.
We might have left Lila's hometown in a little bit of a political.
I was right outside. I remember.
Well, we didn't see any of it kick off before we left.
Oh, I can hear pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Lots of
one
screaming,
of
lots
these
of clanging.
On the back of that newspaper is just going to be 4 wanted posters.
Well, it depends on who's publishing this paper.
Yeah. Yeah, for all I know, I'm already wanted in somewhere for something. I wouldn't
Probably
know.
Venland. All of us.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
Alex looks at you. Well, I'm definitely wanted. Presumed dead, but still wanted.
There's got to be a story behind that.
What was your crime?
Faking my death and breaking away from my family.
I'll do it.
That'll do it. How'd you get those?
The what?
The wheels.
Unfortunately, I was born this way. I never had. But yeah, I make do with this, and with my certain talents, most terrain is pretty easy to get through.
Nice.
Knowledge is power, as they say.
Yeah.
I wield it to benefit myself and those around.
There you go. Differently abled.
Mystically abled.
There you go. I like that.
But yes, the Thornhills, you may have heard about their ships, and they're the ones that own all the warehouses that the Vonn Trusk backed and helped build all the airships and the Dominion fleet that are gearing up to invasion part 2.
Yeah.
Sending out all different kinds of sentry throughout the Isle to prepare for a war from a maniac from the north. Some are calling it a world's war, but no one knows as of yet. But everybody's making moves.
Sounds
Right
fun.
now, we still have this Syndicate plot and this Shide plot. I'm just trying to find the sunlight in all this. But
Yeah, us too, really.
the 4 of you, the natural ones, you seem to bring you find yourselves in a lot of shit, but you manage to get out of it and help those in need and make things better in your own weird way, and I can salute that.
You got to have a few assholes get moving. I guess sometimes it takes an asshole to get shit moving. There we go. It's an old dwarven expression.
I just got it.
It's better in the original dwarvish.
I'm sure it rhymes better.
Yeah. It's an old folk tale.
I'd hate to hear the long version.
It's messy.
Do you know anything about the area, the Scars of Raya, the mountain range above?
I was going to ask you, actually.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's old. There used to be an old civilization. So I gotta be able to read. a whole tribe and civilization of Equicephs throughout the mountain ranges. A holy temple, and that held many trials for their soldiers. There were exhibitions on trade skill and battle. You would go through, a skill check, a trade check, like you'd have to make something to get past a blocked way, and then you would have some sort of final confrontation to release a key that would open the passage out, and you would become, like a cleric or, a warrior of light and protector of the land. But unfortunately, like all the old civilizations, they all pretty much went extinct during the Elder God War, this being thousands of years ago. Technically, we all live in the crater where Baphomet slaughtered Fenrir, and Fenrir fell and crashed on this planet, one of the heads creating this crater and isle that we live in to this day.
Lovely.
But,
what would the Syndicate have? What would they want with this area? How would they be there?
well, there's the untold riches that lie beyond the mountain range. There's at least 3 crypts north. No one really knows what they are. They're just old marked etches on a map. But they're very secluded and past the mountain range that no one's really ever traveled past. So there's any number of riches.
Are there any local legends or rumors of werewolves or vampires in these parts?
There are. That's more towards the west end.
Yeah.
But yeah, up past the monastery, there's a monk monastery to the west. There is been reports by the monks that a lot of people of their monastery have been going missing, or bodies have been found with slashes and neck marks, and they've put out a reward for help and sort of uncovering what's going on.
Okay, so we'd want to stop by the monastery and talk to them first. Hey Joel,
That's for you to
would you happen to have anything suited for monster hunting? Thing that might be the vampire or werewolf, should such a thing exist?
You've got holy water, right?
Yeah, we're pretty set on holy water.
Yeah, and silver.
You mean like
isn't
coin?
Well, looks at your war picks. Like, well, your war pick there. That's definitely a nice blend of silver, and they're probably enough to kill whatever you're looking to want with, as far as vampires and werewolves.
Okay. Would you happen to have any, or happen to be able to take some arrows and give them silver tips? We've got the coins.
You've got your fire ones, right? Fire burns on both sides of the realm.
All right, that's a good point. Soulstar, what's that new sword you got made out of? What does that look like?
It's made out of the moon, actually. It reflects moonlight. I was looking to pawn it off though. I don't think it'll work well against vampires.
That's weird. My war pick is a pick of the moon. That's interesting.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if it's made out of silver, I might as well hold on to it for a little longer.
Yeah. Mine's a war pick of the moon god, so that is very interesting. Well, let's hope your sword does something against him too.
Yeah.
Lila, what are you packing? Holy water? You
Holy
need
water?
super soaker or something?
No, I've got yeah, holy water, and then I've got the runic mace of cold.
The old freeze and splash.
Yep.
Okay. What about vampires? Is that the same thing? Just silver is kind of the way to do it?
Well, vampires got a lot of mind tricks.
Good thing we don't have a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
Under that radar.
Yeah, it's a low bar to cross. I think you pulled it off well.
Oh.
But I might have some amulets that'll protect you from demonic charming. But,
Ooh.
well,
Those could be interesting.
gets back up and heads back to his office. It's like, is there anything else you guys wanted while I'm back here?
I just had one more request before you go.
Well,
Would you be able to turn me into another animal for the night? I enjoyed being a frog, but I want to try something.
Name it.
Do you a snow tiger or a snow leopard? Would you be able to?
I might have those components. Let me see if I can find these bracelets first. And I'll write this down because I'm gonna have to make them.
Yep. And Fimble's being real quiet in the back, but I'm sure he's, passing a note to Joel with his request.
Oh, he's with the ladies, enjoying the fireplace, all cozied up, drinking a nice coffee.
Suspiciously quiet.
Well, he's getting away with drinking coffee, so that's probably what it is. I've got the jitters already, little weirdo.
We gave him the decaf.
I've got 2 bracelets.
Yeah, I got 2 arms. Do I have to wear them both?
I think one should be enough for a person, but it should give you a resistance on any saving throws against being charmed by a demon.
Okay.
You just press X to activate.
Oh, we'll definitely take both of those. How much do you want for them?
Oh, 200 apiece.
I'll go ahead and buy one for the group. Soulstar, you want the other one?
I'll buy the other one. 200.
200.
Nothing.
And for now, I'm not going to equip it. I'll actually hand it to Lila. Hopefully, if she's protected, she can help us when something inevitably goes bad before I, kill all of you.
I would do that.
Or should I just slap that thing onto my beard now and save us all the beating?
You said it's a beard tie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my spells. Either or. I mean, if it helps prevent you from going, turning on the party, that might be even more useful than me holding on to it.
To me, it sounds selfish, but it sounds like a better investment, to be honest. I could do a lot of damage to any one of you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want me to wear it?
Yeah, hold on to it.
Okay. What is it called there, Larry?
We'll call it.
You want to just tell us next session?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
All right. We got 2 of them, Soulstar and me so far. I assume it's probably an attunement thing.
Yarp.
Yarp.
I was trying to figure out a certain spell, and I think I just don't have it yet.
Yeah, I got 1 more slot, so I can use it.
And let's see if I have those tufts of fur. I think I have some.
Oh, and one more thing. While you're back there, Joel, I've been having a lot of discomfort with the sunlight reflecting off this snow. Do you happen to have any kind of like light
Tips? Yeah, just close your eyes a little bit. Squint.
all right. I guess I could do that.
Like some kind of visor. I'll
No.
look into it. I'll see
Yeah,
what I can
but-
make. I'll see what I can make. Something to reflect light. That sounds like an interesting thing to do. Experiment with glasses and crystals and shades.
Yeah, some kind of
block
anti.
UV lights. I'll definitely take a look at that.
Okay. Just an idea. My people aren't used to tanning.
How would you know?
Just an assumption, I guess.
Ah,
Living
Sorry,
underground
this,
and all.
wine's a little bitter. I mean, something with a little bit more pep. Been an off day. Sorry.
Okay.
Goes in the back. And,
I'll gladly pour him a shot if he wants one.
too sour for my liking.
Okay. Do you happen to have a small keg or cask of dark ale that I could purchase? The amulet seems to say I need to drink a full pint, and if I'm drinking a pint of whiskey every time.
Like a rum?
No, more like a beer, a dark ale, a stout.
Dark ale, stout.
Yeah, just a small keg I could fit in the pack.
Like a Guinness work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
let's. Yeah.
Okay. Because I got my
on tap in the back. Just help yourself.
Oh, don't do that.
Only
yeah.
take what you can drink and leave it the way you left it. Or leave it the way you found it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna, fill up a few jugs or something with beer, just so the amulet says I need to drink a pint of ale or wine, and so I have that little travel tankard of mine with the travel lid. So I'll just keep that full with a pint of Guinness from now on for my amulet needs. I'll still be drinking whiskey, don't get me wrong. This isn't me cutting down to light beer or anything. It's medicinal.
Medicinal,
You go to
Self-medicating.
Medicinal
over there.
ale. Medicinal.
Are you medicinal? I like it. That's my kind of medicine. Yeah, I think Braun's pretty set. I'm happy. maybe a pair of wool socks to put inside these boots of speed, because I don't imagine they're really rated for. No.
I was actually thinking of picking up some snowshoes for the dwarf and the earth genasi.
There's an interesting idea.
Us fey beings could probably walk on the snow.
I was gonna say,
I don't know about you guys.
does my ring of water walking help me walk on snow?
Ooh.
Technically, no.
What?
Just frozen water?
Yeah, frozen being the operative word.
Okay.
Snowshoes are a damn good idea. I'll pay for a couple pairs of snowshoes if you want.
I was just thinking between you and the earth genasi.
Yeah.
I'm an elf. Can do some like little shit maybe.
Yeah, I'm definitely covered in iron. I am not a light fellow.
Yeah, and I'm having.
Joel comes back into the main room where you two are at, and hands Soulstar a vial, and it's got a little strand of snow lion hair poking out of it. He's like, this should do the trick for you.
Plug my nose. About how long does it take to take effect?
Well, you got about 3, 2, 1, and yep.
I'm on all fours now.
Cool. You didn't say it was a saber-toothed snowcat. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Dang.
blame it on Sashay. She mislabeled the furs.
I'm gonna go to the outside door and start pawing at it for someone to let me out.
All right. I'll give him a little tussle on the way to the door. I'll let us out.
And I'm immediately gonna like dart into the nearest snowbank and just start playing in the snow.
Is there a fox out there that just got the shit scared out of it? Chasing it around like a mouse.
No, there's nothing out there.
Okay.
Just freshly fallen snow. It's about magic hour, just before the sun is set. Well, the sun is about to set.
Okay. Hey Joel, how much would 2 sets of snowshoes cost us?
Oh, don't worry about that. We've already got those set aside for you guys in the morning for your track.
Oh, wonderful. I'll throw down a platinum for that, just as a tip.
Appreciate it, but it's not needed.
Nah. Least I could do, man.
Well.
Yeah, and just stocking back up on my jerky and all that stuff. How's my now fish gelatinized in the jar of pork mead?
Oh goodness.
It's congealing. If
Getting
you look
scratched.
closely, you can see like a wave of fumes around the top lid.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a whiff. Yeah, I'm gonna crack the seal and just.
All right, you do that, and your eyes roll back in your head.
In a good way or a bad way? Is that a Constitution check?
Yeah, it's a Constitution check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Well, I've already got advantage on Constitution stuff, but that's a 2. Well, the disadvantage. Yeah, that's a 2 plus 5. That's 7 at best.
Yeah, your eyes roll back and give a little twitch, but then you're like, just about right.
Yes, only Brown would find that stuff appealing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what it's gonna do yet. I don't know if I'm making a weapon or a medicine or what, but it's strong. It's working.
It's disgusting.
Joel, would you have any recommendations on something I can add to this? It's I don't know what it's gonna be.
An abomination?
Yeah, some kind of something.
Abomination.
Maybe some space fruit or some weird
Oh, it's definitely not a fruit. He sort of takes it like arm's length away. It's like, keep it away from the flames. This is it's pretty potent stuff.
Yeah. What do you think I
Takes
can? You got anything that might
Well, you
enhance
could
it?
use it, but you can use it for a lot of purposes. If you ever need to make a torch, just get some rags, wrap it on some wood, dip it in.
But I've already got
It's
some
a
plans.
fire starter.
Yeah.
You can bottle it up, make fire bombs.
We got.
We had enough of it. If we can concentrate it down into like some sort of fuel, like oil, like back in the old days when they used when we had constructs.
What if I just keep letting it grow? Ferment. So do you have any experience with that kind of alchemy?
This kind of this upper brewery and alchemy side. Something I never really dived too far in. I'm more about advancement of science and
I just know it's
thought.
I know brewer's kit stuff, so I just know it's fermenting and
Yeah.
growing more potent.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna keep getting there until you accidentally light a sage stick right near it and blow yourself up.
I've got plenty of stuff on me I'm already running that risk. I'm not concerned. Okay.
I would try to find another dwarven. I mean, this is beyond my knowledge. I would find somebody that
Dwarven distiller.
specializes. Yeah.
Some crazy forest gnome herbalist or something.
Some sort of
Ooh.
alcoholist.
Yeah. I need to try to find some mushrooms.
Yeah.
Why?
Wheels are turning.
Why are we finding mushrooms?
To add to the jar.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that does remind me. Celia, she did bring back a bit of void root. I do remember that was one of the things that was on your list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it was. Damn, we were gonna kind of trek around this area and try to find some, but we already got some, huh?
Yeah, well, she's a good scavenger. She knows what to find, where to find it, and how to get it back to us. So she's been a great addition to this team that we're apparently building.
Yeah. Can I give her some compensation for that?
Oh, don't worry about it. This is all in-house. We all help each other.
Okay. Well, you let me know if you need anything, man.
Well, again, just do everything. Try not to kill Shertalk. That's the main thing I would like him not to do. Is not to kill him.
Well, in case we do kill him accidentally, or unintentionally.
I'm sure he's not going to try to be going. It's not going to be an easy
right.
encounter.
Accidents happen. Totally.
Yeah.
Would you happen to have any diamonds we could buy from you?
Diamonds. I just have diamond powder.
Lila, would that work?
I don't think so, but we have enough right now.
Even to bring back some rando?
I mean, I have
Say
I
I
have
accidentally throw a firebomb at a school bus.
I have 3 diamonds right now.
Okay.
So, and I also have, if
But you can't do anything with diamond dust?
I don't, it would have to be the equivalent of 300 gold's worth.
Joel, is that it within the realm of possibility, bud?
I can go weigh it out.
Hell
See
yeah,
what
man.
you got.
I also have a cantrip of spare the dying, that if we knock him out, as long as he doesn't take any further damage, he'll stabilize immediately.
Yeah, but we'd have to do that after I pry my war pick back out of his head. I don't know if the cantrip's gonna fix that one.
No, but that would hold him until I could heal him.
Okay.
Because that puts him to 0, where he doesn't have to do death saving throws after you knock him out. You could also do non-lethal damage, Vonn.
What, with like
What?
the side of my war pick?
The side of it, the butt of it, I don't know. Your fist? Your head, how about your head? How would you headbutt him? That'd be a great idea.
Look at this bitch. I can kill people with headbutts. Like, this isn't a soft spot, lady. This is a bone spur. This is, this is some Klingon.
Yes.
It is
Why
better
was
than your war pick.
in the army? No.
The bone did it even more solidly there. I just lost a little, internal brain space. I'm like Homer Simpson. I got that football helmet thing going. Okay. Well, if you've got some diamond dust that might help, let's go ahead and.
Nah, it doesn't seem to look like I have quite enough.
Okay. Well, keep an eye out for more diamonds. We'll be in the market for some if you can get your hands on them.
You too, pal. You too.
Larry, can I try and catch like a snow hare or something outside?
Oh, absolutely. Do
Okay,
a
should I
nature
roll?
check.
Okay, sweet.
Is Lila's companion fox
Ooh.
anywhere around?
This is my first time being a leopard, so I didn't do so well. I got a 4.
You don't see anything. You think you see like a little hair, but it's just 2 leaves sticking out of the snow. And you
That
dive
doesn't
into
taste
it,
very
and
good.
then you look around, and it's sort of stuck on your face.
It tracks. Joel, do you happen to have something that I could borrow for a minute that would project a point of light from a distance? I want to try something. Cantrip or a wand, some kind of pointer.
Laser pointer.
Pretty much.
Honestly, a feather would do.
Yeah, I'll make do.
He reaches his pocket, and he tosses you a ball of yarn.
All right, good enough. Toss it out.
I
the
hear
door.
cats love it.
Yeah, toss it out the door for him. Tempted to put something in the middle of the ball of yarn, but that would be mean. So I won't.
If you're planning on staying in the evening, we do have facilities for you. There's 2 rooms. You can split up as you like. Just
I think I'm the
yourself
only
at
one.
home.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that really took some damage, but we did go through some. We've had a long day.
Yeah.
I suppose if you guys want to take a long rest, that would be beneficial. We were on a
Voice
kind of a
call slash
time
back.
plan, weren't we? To try to get to your pops.
Well, my pops is where Shertalk is that I'm aware of, so.
Right.
Yeah, no, your Edric is at Athon's Point, which is south. He's in like the main, where the Empire is.
Okay.
Kind of
I
like, if this is Star Wars, he'd be on the Death Star.
Okay.
So you're going to, you're on the path to follow Vonn Trusk is headed up in here. Let me just show the map.
Right.
Let's show the
Okay.
map.
Yeah.
Got my banana.
Oh, it's got to load. I hit the wrong button. All right.
And looking at the map that we just bought, I guess Soulstar is kind of in charge of that. If we could look at it, he's a cat. He's not going to let us take that.
Yeah.
We'll look at it in the
I
morning.
mean, I'm outside doing
Yeah.
stuff around there, so if you want,
Yeah,
to
but it's
sneak
probably
past
on
that-
you form. So
Yeah,
it's
his clothes are still on him.
yeah.
Oh, shit!
I'm not going to try to wrestle that away.
About.
Wow, from a saber-tooth cat. How long does this polymorph last?
It's gonna last a good 3 hours.
Okay, so I should probably come back inside to sleep.
Yeah. The fire's still going on. Sashay and Seely have left. Thimble's curled up on a sort of lazy boy recliner chair, cushioned and sort of snuggled up and already asleep.
That looks like a lap for sitting on. Try to curl up on top of it.
Like a great day.
Yeah.
Should I make a check for it? Or?
No, we're just gonna let this happen.
Just curl up right there.
Yeah.
He's right by the fire. It's my kitty cat.
And like instantly Thimble like goes in full like layback mode, and he's got his. You're able to sprawl your paws on his face, but he's all smile. They're all smiles.
Nice.
As they continue to slumber forth.
I think Braun's just going to get pleasantly buzzed and actually kind of a little chatty and let his guard down. I'm actually going to take my armor off for like probably one of the first times they've ever seen, and just walk around in my nice thick wool socks and enjoy the comfort.
Just the socks.
That's nice.
Yeah, just the socks. Like, you know, my long coat and all that stuff. But I'm enjoying being around friends and people that I've learned to trust. I can finally trust Soulstar, at least not to just run off with all our money or steal a boat in the middle of the night and disappear. So I'm starting to trust. I'm not going to tell him that. He's a fucking cat. But
respect the guy, but I would never say it to his face.
Yeah, no, fuck that. But like tonight, I'm letting that hang out and just hanging out.
As long as that's the only thing you're hanging out.
Yeah. That's between me and the dwarven women.
That aren't in your head.
Where the dwarven women at?
But yeah, Braun's definitely just kind of relaxing and actually kind of letting his guard down, which is not easy for him to do because he's in this cool extra dimensional shop with people that have treated him with respect and never given him a reason to, you know, and that's very rare. So Braun is enjoying it. Doesn't mean he's not going to drink himself to sleep, but you know.
Yeah. It's another day for Braun.
Yeah. I do ask Joel if he would like any free barrel inspection, just to make sure he's got no mimicry happening in here, no tomfoolery.
He looks and sort of laughs and sort of waves his hand, and when you can see all the runes throughout the Spelljammer sort of light up and travel throughout the ship.
That's better than a Swedish massage for Braun. That is just all the knots release. Oh,
you're quite good here, pal.
Yeah.
Relax.
You don't have a travel version of those wards, do you? Because no.
Not yet.
No mimic detectors. No. Nothing like that. It's a constant fear.
If I can work with the radio frequencies and life signals that
track their pheromones or something.
I'll pass it off to Sashay. We might be able to figure something out.
Okay.
Some sort of tracker. It's interesting.
Can I throw any money towards the research and development of that particular item?
Okay, Matt Damon, I think you're throwing your money enough around.
He's given me some great deals in the past. More than happy to invest.
He's a business owner now. Oink Inc. Haven't you heard of it?
No, I haven't. Well, what is
I
this
got
Oink
everything.
Inc?
I got everything I want. I still got 6,300, man. I'm happy. I'm buying diamonds for people. I'm trying to, at least.
Well, if you do need extra space to store gear, there are rooms here in my Spelljammer for each of you. You can make your rooms. There will be hands each and one of you a key. They're only keys that'll open the room. Once you lock it, you can see the door meld into wall, and so only you can enter and exit, or whoever has the key can unlock it.
Right. Damn. Well, I might just lighten my load a little bit then.
But of course, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee we're always going to be around when you need. I'm still working out the ins and outs of the ship. Piloting is a gamble, but we're getting better. Just open communication seems to help out a lot.
Yeah.
And the telepathic circuitry is a great help.
I mean, I don't need much space, but if you've got like an empty barrel sitting around, that's definitely not a mimic. Now that I know, that's nice. I'll probably drop off the great sword and the battle axe that I've been carrying. That's like at least 10.
There's
10.
Just go in the room, and inside the room there's like a cupboard. There's like a little dummy that you can put pieces of armor and swords and shields and excess stuff on.
Yeah, I've got a full
racks for swords and like bows.
I'll unload all just the basic weapons that I'm not using.
It's a fancier Whiterun home, but it's just a room.
Yeah, take it. That's fine. And I guess I'll spend a couple minutes taking we bought some cable. It wasn't like I bought a harpoon, a broken harpoon, and some cable, or some. It wasn't rope. It was like leather cordage or something like that. But I didn't write the cordage down. I've got a bunch of hempen rope, but I'm gonna try to attach like a line to the harpoon, just so I can hopefully impale someone and get them on a leash if I need to.
How big is this harpoon?
You told me it was like a broken harpoon when I bought it. Like it was just a harpoon head and like a little bit of.
Okay.
So something I'm thinking I can stab someone with, and then we have a line attached to them so they can't run, kind of thing.
I gotcha. I might be able to fashion something for you.
Oh yeah. We'll put down that cordage and that broken harpoon head and see what you can do.
Looks back and might be able to condense down and make a mock. It'd be more like he sort of just mutters for himself and leaves the room, grabs the cordage and the thing, and just is off for the rest of the night. And you just hear some light tinkering off in the distance.
I love it.
Very muffled. Just
yeah. Every once in a while, I'll come and just look over his shoulder and pour another shot of whiskey for him if he wants it. Braun is a guy who appreciates optional weapons, you know?
Or things that he's not really, well, you're a fighter, so you should...
I'm a fighter and a dwarf. I'm proficient in fucking everything. I've been tempted to buy a crossbow, but I
keep on thinking you're a barbarian, but you're not.
Yeah, nope. Yeah. I am a fighter. I don't know where I learned to fight. I'm a fighter.
All that muscle memory.
Yep.
All right.
And it all seems to be in close range combat, because I really have no interest in like buying a crossbow or a longbow or anything, even though I could. Yeah. We got our range kids when they choose to be.
And the rest of the group?
Has it been about 3 hours yet?
So you're talking about the
Are you still in
we have to go to are in like complete opposite directions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Edric is south. Let me, do the screen share.
To touch on what Soulstar just asks, when the time elapses, is he still in Fimble's lap?
Yarp.
Yeah, I'd be napping away. Fimble's not moving. He's staying.
Yeah. But now suddenly you're back in your normal body and sitting on Fimble's lap. It's all curled up, snuggled in.
Yeah. No, the worst part is I got a hairball coming up too in human form though. And then Fimble just wakes up with a little on his chest.
Okay.
Oh,
So we got the map going up. So you are where the Broken Arrows group location. That's Scars of Rye, and then
Weather
we've got
Are you taking your bike? Oh shit. Okay. So you're walking.
Azon's Point,
Okay.
and it's down here. So this specifically is where Edric is down here.
Okay.
The Syndicate, they're headed up here, north of the Scars of Rye, and these three
Right.
unknown locations that are secluded beyond the mountain range. I don't know if can you see.
I'll come down and
Yeah.
shut it.
Could you show us on that map where that monk monastery is to the west?
Yeah, it's going to be this area right here, and then the whole location is going to be around in this area. Cartwright's area place is right here.
Okay. And then maybe we can loop back to Jasonko's Breath when we're done and see what the hell we did to that town. And you say like over the Scars of Orias in that mushroomy plain area, that's kind of a mystery spot. People don't come back.
Yeah, no one's really been able to cross the mountain range and come back to tell a tale.
Okay.
There is recorded 3 structures out beyond. And then there's Athon's Point, and then the lair of Ouroboros is in and around this area down here.
Okay. And that's kind of our next destination, or?
It's just an area.
Okay.
And you've got all the summoning stones to find as well. That'll take you. You've got your ingredient list as well. So still lots of traveling for you guys to do in and around the Isle.
Okay.
Like Thimble, his hometown is like way down south over here in the fields of Typhon.
Right.
In the Moonshire Forest, where the mother is supposed to be located. The face of the mother, where he's spent a lot of his time.
Did we activate one of the fast travel points at Vinland? We didn't, did we?
No,
Vinland?
No, not in
No.
Vinland. We did in
Avalon.
Okay. That's as close as we can get to that.
And Kingsport.
Yes, in Kingsport.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
I'm
did
just
not
trying to
do
figure out,
Jasonko's Breath.
Fimble's pretty jazzed to get back down there ASAP.
And I don't think you weren't able to hit the waypoint at Jasonko's Breath, but you heard about it.
Right. Shit.
It's alright. It sounds like we'll have to loop back there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we have to pay our bar tab.
Not if we lock them all inside again.
You have to pay our bar tab. You're the one who made deals. Okay. All right, I'm going to step away for just a sec. I gotta close my garage real quick.
It's all good. All right. So if anybody doesn't have anything else to want to do, we'll just pass off to the next morning.
The only thing I could think of is possibly.
And Soul Star, and it's just pretty much sprawled out, laying on top of Fimble.
Yeah, the
Fimble's
only thing I
all
can think of is
curled,
sending us.
like two cats sleeping together, sort of entwined.
I do have some spell slots left, so the only thing I can think of is maybe using sending to contact Edric and just find out if he's alive. Well, not alive, but like if he's doing well or if he's being threatened.
Okay.
But otherwise,
What do you
Not
want to?
really.
What message do you want to send to him?
um, I went home and saw what had happened. Are you okay? Where are you?
About 20 minutes pass, and you hear his voice. Lila, you're alive. It's great news. Great news. I am fine. They have me busy working, making strange machinations for their army. I've heard about your exploits. Well, I can only assume it's you. People keep on describing the shield you carry, and it sounds like the shield I gave you. And keep doing what you're doing. But as of right now, I am safe as long as I keep working for them. I'm trying to figure a way out. But now that I know you're alive, I will let you know when things start to take shape and if things start to take shape. But I fear for your safety if you come after me. Just know that I love you and I will always be with you in spirit. And I hope to see you again and hold you in my arms. I have to go.
Probably head to bed or like just try to find some way to like calm down after this process. Yeah.
The sun begins to rise. You hear light commotion down below. Smell of eggs and bacon. Coffee.
Hell yeah.
Make their way to your rooms. And y'all awake.
We are awake.
Braun may have drunken himself to sleep, but sleeping without armor on for the first time and God knows how long is very good for my back. Wake up a little spry. Definitely tucking into the buffet that is available. All the meats, ham steaks, whatever I can get my hands on, eggs, bacon, all of it. But Braun is almost chipper. Yeah, about as chipper as a dwarf can be.
You've got some sachet comes. Ah, good. Yeah. Well, I've got everything set away on the side. We've got some weather gear, so you can brave the cold as you travel up the mountainside. We've got snowshoes. We've got mountain hooks and rope, so you can safely traverse up the mountainside. And well, of course, Lila here's got her brand new shiny Phantom Steed, but I think Lila and Soulstar should really talk to Celia. She's got some insight onto really connect and grow a bond with your wild guardians. Sorry for everything. I'm really hopped up on this coffee that she brought. It's really, really good. But how's everything else going? She looks over Slar. How's the Dragon Tail handling with you? Any improvements you might make as I making a new version? Anything? Any input?
Works quick as a whip. And over breakfast, I'm still like pulling fur out of my mouth. Like I'll never get all the fur out. Not for a week.
So that's why that fur was missing a tuft of hair.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the sword works great. Killed a couple people with it already.
All right. Is it a little too heavy, or I don't know. I think the balance might be a little off. So I'm gonna try to.
If you think you can make an improvement, yeah, by all means.
All right. Yeah. If you have any sort of input along the way, just please let me know as I'm trying to perfect that. And same thing with.
Can you make it blue?
Like a blue steel?
Sure.
I think I could do that.
Oh, cool. Let's make it blue.
All right. I think I'll work on that. And anybody else? Anything need any sort of
I could use
spelunking gear?
I've got rope climbing, so I think we're good there.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask for some kind of a small heating mechanism for my portable still, and to refill some of my brewery materials. You know, just like hops or grain, whatever they might have, to continue to brew my coffee, booze, morning stuff. But if you got like
abomination.
Yeah, well, no, that's just fermenting naturally. I'm not having to heat that. That's just, you keep the jar sealed and let pressure out. That one's just fermenting. That's fine. But my morning, little portable coffee maker is a portable still. So I want to refill some of my grains and materials for it. But also I need something like sterno or white fuel to some kind of heating material to put underneath it, like a candle or sterno.
I have just the relic for the. It's the ever-glowing rock. Just put your glass or pot, whatever you want, underneath of it. Starts warming it up like it's a miniature oven.
Oh, hell yeah!
It's about 3 inches in diameter, circular stone. It's got like a coil etched inside of it that glows red and starts heating up.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can we attach that to the bottom of my... Well, no, I guess I didn't want to permanently attach that.
Yeah, you can set it on top of it and it'll heat it up.
Yeah. So it's just like a burner plate.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. What can I give you for this? This is above and beyond.
Don't worry about it. Just take good care of it.
I can almost guarantee I will not use it as a weapon.
Don't make any promises you can't keep, hon.
Yeah. I feel like when Batman breaks bad, I'm just going to start branding people with it. Tell them Braun sent you. People just have 2 balls burned onto their face. Very nice. You guys always hook me up. I appreciate it.
You've helped us out. We're helping others out.
Yeah. And if you ever have any riffraff hanging around the shop that you need to get rid of, you know who to call.
No need of that. We've got plenty of our own tricks and ways to handle those kind of people, so it's not an issue.
Okay.
They just need the right guidance. That's all.
Yeah.
Once they pass the breachway, it sort of clicks in, and they end up leaving to go find the help that they need. Part of the whole rune of protection system that Joel's got in the shop.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any kind of roguish tricks that may be advantageous for our swashbuckling buddy over there? Fireworks, flashbangs. These are words that I don't know what they are, but just suggestions.
Fire sticks?
Yeah, pop fizzles or crackle snaps or whatever.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, the kind of thing a rogue with a mischievous sense of humor might be interested in. I don't know.
I do have.
And Braun says that as he walks outside to take a leak because he doesn't know what the shit is and he didn't say any of that.
Yeah, he just turns around, promptly walks around, walks out. He's standing right in the entryway too, outside.
My stream is making it outdoors. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Even though there's indoor, sure there's plumbing here, but Braun's not used to such fancy things.
His backside's still warm, but that's all that matters.
Hey, look, he can't write his name inside.
Yeah, well, I can't write anyway, but I can attempt to draw a golden set of brass balls. So that's what I do. It's my signature. But yeah, I mean, Soulstar, you might want to think about like distraction tools, or I know I've seen that.
Yeah.
No.
I do have a couple of smoke bombs that a vigilante helped me make. It was back in my early days when the Dominion Empire was starting to kick up. But yeah, they're really nice. Just drop it in front of you. Smoke lasts for 3 rounds.
Question: how does the smoke come out? Like, is it made from a powder? Or?
It's magical. It already contains smoke inside. You break it, and it's just endless smoke that covers up a 30-foot radius for like 3 minutes. Nice and thick, so you're able to get.
You said
nice
3 minutes.
diversion.
Holding him to that 3 minutes. We're holding him to 30 rounds.
I can recon. I can retcon.
I thought he said it was
There could be a strong wind.
I'm gonna retcon.
He said
'Cause
30.
Yeah, I know. I have the actual thing for it, but I gotta find it.
No worries. I was going to ask if you
shot.
could change it. Anyways, I was going to ask if we could add a little something extra to it, because I mean, smoke's just smoke. I blow that up people's asses all day. Let's add a little fire to it. Do you have any like pepper spray that we could some tear gas or some like, I don't know, sleeping powder that we could add to it that just gives a
Or even
little
just a
edge?
good old stink.
Yeah, even if you make it smell like shit, that could work in our favor.
Just wanted to get those gears turning for you, man. You're the
You got them turning. Yeah, I'm like, wait, smoke bomb, that's shit. I want to make these people bleed from their eyes.
Your mace.
Yes. Them gears are turning.
Yeah. I mean, you already use a crossbow. Why not throw a bottle rocket in it,
Well, yeah, he's got like, same bolts that work for arrows type of thing. You've got what, fire bolts still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lightning
I don't.
bolts?
You guys
I
have
remember picking up some. Yeah, let's see here.
fire and ice
I
at
still have
least.
some.
You have some
I still
radium.
have like one blasting arrow.
Yeah.
Which works as fire.
Resupply on those, man. Those were handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still have
Sachets.
fire bolts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not so much of a one-trick pony. Like once I use something, like let's try something else.
But
Like
you can add an
sessions ago.
ever-smoking bottle into your inventory, Soulstar or Travis.
Cool.
Ever smoking, one word, and bottle.
Yeah. Those
Smoke
could be-
leaks from the lead-stoppered mouth of its brass bottle, which weighs 1 pound. When you use it as an action to remove the stopper, a cloud of thick smoke pours out in the 60-foot radius from the bottle. The cloud's area is heavily obscured. Each minute the bottle remains open, and within the cloud, the radius increases by 10 feet until it reaches its maximum radius of 120 feet. The cloud persists as long as the bottle is open. Closing the bottle requires you to speak its command word as an action. Once the bottle is closed, the cloud disperses after 10 minutes. A moderate wind, 11 to 20 miles per hour, can also disperse the smoke after 1 minute. And a strong wind, 21 miles per hour, can do that after 1 round.
That is OP.
Not really.
Let's
And
get
if you're outside in the wind and the snow,
Yeah, yeah.
wind's
But
gonna
still,
take
yeah.
care of that. But if you're like inside like a dungeon or a building,
You're blinding everyone for minutes. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and this is a bottle that I could presumably just always have on my person. So
Yeah. Don't
it's
do it.
like pretty much 120 feet around me at all times while it's open.
Yeah, but you also can't see.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Unless you
blinding
have-
everyone.
That's true.
Joel, do you happen to have any goggles that can see through this smoke?
Joel's still in his thing working away.
Okay.
He hasn't slept. He's still working around.
Oh, jeez.
Working.
On a harpoon? I am so sorry, Joel.
So I think I just about got it. It clicks the barrel in, takes it outside, loads up the spearhead,
God.
points it up towards the mountain, and fires it off, takes off like a rocket.
Oh my God, he turned it into a harpoon gun? Fuck yeah! Okay, you're gonna have to make that now.
Not easy. Well, that's not hard to do. But yeah,
Huh?
harpoon gun.
Holy
Harpoon gun.
shit. Thimble thinks he can fish. Gonna find me a white whale.
Okay, Ishmael.
Yeah, I might need that ring of water walking back.
Now, no ring back for you.
Oh, okay. So if the ring of water walking doesn't work on snow, I assume snowshoes don't work on water, right?
Correct. Because there's holes in snowshoes.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. This is a
If you've
mythical
seen
world.
snowshoes, you're gonna
Wonder-
know they don't work in water.
Okay.
You never know.
Yeah. Well, Ron might fuck around and find out on that.
It's a fantasy world with fantasy physics, man.
Braun might just have to fuck around and find out.
I'm sure he'll
Honestly,
try.
aren't those just what flippers are?
They might make
Snowshoe.
make good flippers to swim, but as far as skating on water, no.
I'll find a use for him.
Yeah. Immersing in snow. That's the
For everything around you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, snowshoes are handy in every environment if you're creative enough.
They make a good bug swatter too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, probably help
refashion
on-
it, make a crabbing cage for it.
Yeah, there
Go
you go.
crabbing.
There you go. We'll be eating crabs by the ocean.
Everybody gets their pairs and built a cage out of it.
Hell yeah, they got to work as sand shoes. You know, they're versatile.
Hey.
Holy
Will
shit!
that work during?
Harpoon.
But will that work during a time loop?
No time.
Well,
Because every time there's a desert, there's a time loop. That's
Yeah.
just law. No.
new rule. At least that's how Braun's looking at shit. Hell yeah. I still don't know where
What
this.
you're telling me is we're never gonna get bronze potion because one of the things we need is in a desert.
It's a different desert,
Oh.
and there's probably not going to be a time loop in that desert. Probably,
Probably.
unless you go to the same desert.
No.
We got
you
that
have no-
scorpion key,
That's
so
true.
we got to either start finding the other animal keys, or we got to. We did find out some information about that thing, didn't we? That
Yeah,
brought memory problems. DM.
above board and below. Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm a character that did not require me to take notes. I have an out.
Yeah, part of 6 keys that unlock a vault that's located in Belphegor's promise.
Okay. 1 of 6?
1 of 6.
Okay. So it's going to be a while before we got to worry about where to put all these keys. Okay.
Yep. So many things to do.
Got to catch them all.
Yep. All the items. All right, so everybody's got their gear, and Sachet is giving everybody a thermos of warm coffee.
Do they have any hot cocoa to put in there? Maybe some marshmallows.
She
hands you a packet of
Swiss
Miss Swiss.
Yeah. Let's get some cinnamon apple tea, some for Fimble, you know. Not going to make the kid drink hot Guinness the whole time we're on the mountain.
Oh, man.
It's different when you're raised in it. It's a cultural thing, okay? It's just dwarven coffee. It's hot Guinness with...
Well, you're drinking hot coffee. Everybody else is drinking just regular coffee. That's Sasha.
Yeah. Well, I've got my thermos now. I've got a thermos. I've got a heater. I'm going to be heating up my beer all day, man. That dark Guinness is gonna last. Plus, I'm brewing my own dwarven version of it every morning. So, hell yeah. I got my warm cocoa. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But no, I'll gladly...
the harpoon lands up like 80 feet up the boat, and wires hanging down below. And Joel gives us a good tucking. Well, it's a good place to start. And
that is
you've all been mountain climbing before. You know how to hook up.
Yeah, I've climbed under mountains, I assume, but I don't know if I've climbed over them. That sounds more difficult.
Maybe climb. Yeah. Well, you're all. Sachet's like hooking everybody up to a rope.
We've got
It's
a
tied
rope
together to each other.
Yeah,
Yep.
We've got a harpoon gun and a rope of climbing, so I think we'll be able to figure a way up the mountain.
There should be a cave point. He looks up, there's like a little ledge, and you see like a half crescent sort of hole. It's like, that's where you want to go. That should be the shortcut. But
Okay.
I will say that there are ice spiders in the area, so you might have to fend yourself off. So
Nope.
it's not going to be easy, but you know, nothing
Okay.
ever is. But that's just a warning on your behalf.
I assume
I
I
pass through that.
like fire.
That's a good assumption to make.
Okay. We got lots of
And-
fire.
All
Do you
right.
still have potions of fire breathing?
It's not a potion, it's a ring. Literally,
even better.
Yeah.
I can use it 3 times a day.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a ring that I put on my middle finger, and I could just go like 3 times a day. It's
Beautiful.
fun.
Okay, yeah, no. Ice spiders ain't got shit on us.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Plus all the Molotovs I still have. We only use like 1. And we burned down half a town on our way out. We didn't even have to light
But
most
actually,
of
how much do you actually have in your purse?
the Molotovs.
Yeah,
Well, I guess I just bought a bandolier for holding all that shit, but
true.
yeah,
But that's
Fire-
like
Molotovs.
hold about like 10.
Yeah, okay. I've got 3 bottles of Molotov left,
Okay.
plus the nuclear jar of pork mead, whatever that is. And then radiant, lightning, and then 8 grenades. So, you know, I'll tuck a few grenades into my backpack for later. But
yeah.
between the booze I'm drinking and the Molotovs and the grenades, I'm
Ron's
loaded.
a walking explosion waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just waiting for
That's
somebody to hit him
the
real
jar
hard.
mead and a few grenades are going in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
So
all
hopefully,
it takes is somebody to go create bonfire on top of Braun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to limit that damage at least. Yeah. Like inside the handy haversack is the real potent shit. If it all goes up, we're all fucked. I'll bring half the mountain down on us.
just don't stand next to Braun.
Unless you want an extra.
Liability.
Stand next to me, any attacks against you have disadvantage, even if they, I assume, start from my vicinity. No, that wouldn't work because then the shield I'm using to give that disadvantage would actually become a projectile. Braun's not a physicist.
As you climb, keep on just hammering these little loops in and hook yourself on to each strap. So if you do lose balance, you don't fall way down. It catches you and you're able to work yourself back up. And each ring and step, you keep going. But with your rope of climbing, that should be pretty, well, easy enough to do once you get in range.
I'll actually take point on the climbing, just because with my dwarven ability, there's something with like stone crafting, or I have like an instinctual advantage for looking for. Let me bring it up. It's a racial trait. I don't remember it, but
All right.
Features traits.
Regale us with your racial trait.
I think it'll help me know where to put the pitons when we're climbing.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Stone cunning, not cutting. Cutting.
All right, that makes sense.
Whenever I make an intelligence check, history check related to the origin of stonework or the working of stone, you are considered proficient in this skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check. So,
Nice.
I'll allow it.
I would know where to hammer those things in so they'll be nice and secure.
Yeah, don't hammer them into cracks in the stone.
Yeah.
Well, and the nice thing is the rope of climbing. As a bonus action, you can command the other end to move towards the destination you choose. That end moves 10 feet on your turn when you first command it, and 10 feet on each of your turns until it reaches its destination, up to its maximum length away, or until you tell it to stop, which is only 60 foot long. But
Okay.
you can also tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object, or to unfasten itself, to knot or unknot itself, or to coil itself for carry. If you tell the rope to knot, large knots appear 1 foot intervals along the rope. While knotted, the rope shortens to 50 foot length and grants advantage on checks made to climb.
Okay. So let's say that with Braun using a harpoon and every 40 feet or so knocking a piton in, and then the climbing rope can come after me and secure itself, and you guys can climb up behind me pretty safely and easily.
Yeah, either or. You could also use it to advance to tie the...
Fuck no, I just got a harpoon gun. I'm using that shit.
Yes, but that requires you to actually hit targets where you want to.
Well, that's true. That's
the rope
true.
will just go to the target you tell it to. There's no like having to try to hit something.
Either way, DM, do you want to roll some checks, or are we just going to assume that we've got the gear, and if we are smart,
Well, it should be you guys roll the checks.
methodical?
But yeah, go ahead and let's do a survival check.
Survival.
Oh yay! I have good survival.
Shoot.
Hell yeah.
12 because I rolled a 7. F plus 5.
Next session, we're going to do a fantasy version of 127 hours. No.
A fantasy version of
Because
what?
dwarves, go ahead. I'm gonna lead the way and knock in pitons for that rope of climbing.
All right.
For the rest of you. So hopefully that'll make their journey easier. Dwarves have advantage on survival checks, and I rolled a 19, and I was like, well, I'll roll again. I rolled a 20.
Nice.
I rolled a 19 and a 20 with advantage on survival. Plus, I've got the stone proficiency shit. So, Braun's just fucking like Stallone and I lost it. What the hell? Thank you. Yep, I'm Stallone.
Where the guy smiles as he watches them fall from the helicopter. Weird take to put into your film, but hey, do what you do. Anyways, so yeah, Braun is like nobody's seen Braun in this type of like fashion before. He's just like one by one, just working up and pitting, placing, and climbing up.
Yeah, my hand
the rope to go out, and everybody manages. We'll say has an advantage on their checks when they go up. So Lila, Soulstar, and Thimble will roll for them.
That's the first time I've ever rolled with advantage.
That's a natural 20. So Thimble just sort of grabs the rope, Misty steps, grabs the rope, Misty steps, and then is on the leg.
It was a 12 without the advantage. With the advantage, it was.
Wait, no, yeah, only one Misty step. I don't want to take it away. So one Misty step up, because they may need it later.
Yeah, but by the time I get to the top with my mountain goading, he's already up there giving me a hand.
Need a hand?
Little fucker. God damn it.
What?
The one thing you gotta outshine me.
You're always so strange.
Oh, I probably didn't say that out loud. That was just interior monologue. It's all right. Inside my head. It's all right. I've got a new son now who will come back for me.
Oh!
Who, me?
Guess what? Fuck you, Dad.
I don't need no dad.
Yeah, and Fimble pulls up Soulstar, Fimble pulls up Braun, Lila, and Soulstar. What'd you get for your rolls?
I got. Originally it was 12, but with advantage it's 21.
Yeah, so you make it up, Soulstar?
See, originally I got 4, and then with advantage, I also got 4.
Oh my god.
Look, I went from 2 legs to 4 legs, and now I'm getting back used to 2 legs again.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is we just tie the rope to you and just haul you up.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
He wants to make a strength check to pull up Soulstar.
Yeah, easy enough. I too rolled a 4.
I'll help
It's
you
cursed.
if you want to
It's
roll
cursed.
that with advantage.
So
everybody's just hauling my ass up the mountain.
Technically, it's
everybody's
4
still together, but Fimble falls to the ground and holding Braun, and you're sort of everybody's dangling.
I will help with the pulling of Soulstar.
So I'll make everybody but Soulstar will all make a strength check.
That was not great for me. That was just a 7.
So 15
I got a 9.
total.
I rolled a 5 and it's +4.
All right. Soulstar rolled. Fimble rolled pretty high, so he's able to pull Braun up and just quickly grabs the rope behind Braun, and then Braun joins in, and then sort of trains up everybody. Takes a bit of time, about 3 minutes pass, but you're able to get everybody on the ledge. The cold wind picks up, and you look towards the cave ahead of you.
Oof. Pull my cloak a little tighter
Beyond
around.
the entry, beyond the entryway, it's just solid darkness. You can't really see that far in.
Well, if anything, I'll light a torch, but I think we could figure out light pretty easy, and I've got dark vision, so I'll take the lead.
Okay.
Lila's got her shield of light.
Yeah, I can cast light on my shield.
Onward we trek. Is that the fade to next week moment? Or
Oh, it's still early.
okay.
We're all
just
gonna
don't-
die while Fimble's gone.
Yeah, I just don't want people to die if he's not here, you know?
I
A
get
lot
you.
of things can happen in a dark cave to a little dude like that.
To anybody. As you enter through the caveway, you do notice that it's starkly dark inside. It almost seems like the light can't penetrate through the darkness to help light your way.
Oh.
There's some curves and dips and ups, and I'm gonna have everybody make a nature check.
Oh no. I'm
Sure.
bad at nature.
Got 17.
12.
I'm all natural.
Yeah, I assume Fimble's probably going to roll pretty well.
No, they did not.
Yeah, but he's got a good buff to nature. I mean, it's not like 10 or anything, but
Yeah. They do pass, but it's only because of the buffs. Still rolled low, but the buffs helped. And Lila and Ron, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
I got a
12.
7.
7, alright. So the group moves forward and you feel a tremor throughout the cave passageway, and the ground cracks and breaks, and the group slides through. Lila and Bron, you got what again? Sorry.
12.
I got 7.
12. 7. Yeah, so Lila's like on her belly sliding down. Ron is on his back in kind of like glee because he's just sliding about. Soulstar and Fimble are on their feet, sort of skating in and around and following down like this broken cave pathway and land.
I'm imagining that ice tunnel in AVP. It's just like 45.
Not quite, but close. Yeah. And you land and you find yourself in another archway. And there's an open area in front of y'all.
Shield up, war pick out, just ready.
I gotta stop sharing this. And we're gonna. Oh, I never did it. Oh, fuck it. Who cares? Alright,
And I imagine part of what helped me when climbing is my hand axes aren't just like standard wedges. They're probably like bearded axes. I was probably using them as like climbing hooks. Just to describe my weapons better. Really no relevance.
I mean, I assumed your axes were just as bearded as you were.
Right? It's the only way a dwarf will take it, man.
For real.
Alright. And the group lands in the front of the entryway. There's a huge open entryway. A lot of the walls are covered in spider webs that cover the ceiling up and down the wall. There's chasms. You can see columns that have fallen and crashed on the ground. It looks like an old sort of temple. From a distance, you see a caved-in passageway. On the other side, you see a candle sort of flickering in on the distance, about 125 feet away. It's just sort of a source of light.
From a candle? Or some kind of flickering flame?
Yeah, flickering flame from like a candelabra, like off
Okay.
the distance.
I've got a few torches. Do you guys want me to light one and toss it ahead?
I've got dark vision. Ain't no thing.
Okay. Oh, that's another thing we should have got though for those of us that can't see in the dark. Should have got some like torch arrows, something you could shoot at a wall. It just burns for a minute. Never mind.
Flare arrows.
Yeah, Braun didn't say that. That's just me. Braun's not
It's all
inventive.
good.
Oh, Larry, did I ever get my dragon tail sword back? Or is Sachet still working on it?
Oh, you have it. She's working on a different version of it.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Nice. 2.0.
Yeah, it's gonna be blue just like my dragon. So we'll be matching.
Okay.
Matchy.
Blue with yellow trim.
Ooh, that's...
So I'm gonna look at Soulstar and ask him if he wants to go ahead and check for traps, or if he wants me to go ahead and just trigger traps.
I'll give her the old perception check. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I'll look at...
2 days to
Look
proceed.
around.
We kind of figured it out.
Let's use our eyes before we use our feet and our bodies.
Okay. Fine.
Stomping
Okay,
around.
I got a solid 12.
12?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look about and you don't really see any sort of like traps or triggers in and around there. You just see what looks to be like, it used to be a sort of a hall where people gathered that has been destroyed through time and just the unstable nature of the mines that you're in,
Okay.
or the cave system that you're in.
I would like to stealth up to that first corner and just peek around the corner.
This one here?
Yeah, to see if it's safe for everybody else to move up.
Yeah, you turn around and you see like just there's spider webs, but there's also just a pit of darkness off the edge, and when you get up to the edge, you can see rocks drip and fall and hear them clack about below.
Okay.
Okay, I'll motion to the rest of the group to proceed on this way.
I'm gonna put up a hand and apparate my echo 15 feet in front of me, and me and my echo are gonna go forward kind of straight past or up to where Soulstar is. My echo about 15 feet in front of Braun.
So you're up by Soulstar? And...
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe in the center of the hall. And then
So you want to wait, so you got 5?
no, just in the middle tile. There, it looks like it's 3 wide, the hallway.
It's actually
No,
4, I think.
The echo,
I see what you're talking about.
Oh, I gotcha.
yeah, the echo can go forward as much as he wants. I just mean Braun's hugging one wall instead of the other. Put him in the middle.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
in the middle. There we go. Well, okay. There we
In
go.
the middle
There
of
we go.
4
That's what-
spots, so like left
Oh,
middle, right middle, or north
it looks
middle,
like my perspective.
north middle, or south middle.
Yeah, it's 4 wide, not 3.
Okay, that's my bad. But yeah, that works. And then just kind of edging the echo forward as much as I can, which is only 15
there.
feet. Yeah.
So they're just standing on the broken column.
Yep. Looking dumb and easy to attack.
Yep. At a distance, you see like two clumps of like looks like eggs, just sort of made and like fused together with spider webs. They're old and they've been opened, so.
Okay.
Nothing gonna hatch out of them.
Then I'll wave the other two forward.
I will bring up the rear. I have disadvantage on stealth, so I will probably stay like 10 feet behind Ron and
Yeah.
Soulstar.
Okay, so you don't move that much. Fimble's going to go ahead and move forward and inspect the eggs.
Yeah, that
the
sounds
pods.
that sounds like a Fimble move.
Very curious.
Trying to get
Fimble.
him to stay by me. If he stands by me, I can help protect him, but he's not into that shit. We know this.
That's a natural 2, and their investigation is not that high.
Yeah, it seems to be some kind of.
So he's just
egg.
there's just starstruck look. It's like, oh wow, and they touch it, and it's really sticky, and it's sticking on their finger. They don't know what anything is, but they're just very curious and kind of excited.
Yeah, tugging on a spider web, as one would.
No, it just makes them know you're here. Oh no.
For a kid that grew up in the forest, he seems to be pretty special.
Special indeed.
Braun and the Echo will keep kind of moving forward. I guess up towards where Fimble is, maybe to remind him.
You want Braun to where Fimble is?
Yeah, and move the Echo just as far forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, put the Echo up there, and then Braun right up there, and be like, "Don't touch it! God damn it! Stop!
What?
Spider
It's
web."
interesting. It's hollow. Look, there's nothing in there.
We need to. I'm not the one to explain this to you. I'm too fucking dumb, but spiders use their webs to sense movement.
Oh, I know that. This
Don't move the web. God damn it! You just
points and you
get it.
like, see the spider webs go down the wall. Whatever around broke free, and they're just here. They're not connected to anything. And he points at the ground. There's no like trail of webs on the ground or the wall. They're sort of solitary where they're at.
Okay, maybe you're right this time.
Just this time.
Yeah, next time, look before you touch.
Okay.
No, Larry, you said the candle was at the end of the hall to the east.
Yep.
Perfect.
The light source.
We should probably make our way there unless somebody has a way past these other webs.
Well, and Larry said it
chasm.
to a chasm over to our right.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the left. There's a cave-in part, and there's a small passageway on the right that you can see, like a candelabra, like a candle that's
Okay. And to
one light
Soulstar
source.
or to the lower camera, that area is like a pit,
hole.
a hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to go down a hole.
Yeah. Okay.
The chasm there. Chasm there.
I'll move forward a little bit and move my Echo forward a little bit as well. Let's say 15 feet.
All right.
But I'm still keeping an eye to the spider webs that are also to the right, just past that hole, because that seems like.
Yeah, as you move forward, you look about and you see a large amount of spider webs on your left and your right.
Yeah.
And Fimble
There you go.
follows
Thank you,
closely
Fim.
behind.
Very good.
I'll
Oh
stay
yeah, in
behind
a
you.
line.
Yeah. Much better. Much better. I like this. I like this better. Like the Echo doesn't have any weight. Like it's not gonna trigger. If Soulstar could maybe creep up towards the front and look for traps still, that would be handy before I step on it. But at least the echo is making movement, and if something is inclined to strike, hopefully it'll strike the echo. That's my only theory.
Yeah, I will give it the old once over for sure.
Lila, since you got the most light on your shield, are you checking out the spider webs to the left and right of us while we're kind of looking forward? Could you kind of scan to the side?
I'm looking
or
around.
back? Okay.
Okay. You do so, and again, the spider webs seem to like cover and go to the what would be everybody's right hand side, which would be south.
Yeah.
Behind.
Yeah, I don't want anything
Towards
jumping
camera.
in the area.
But it all seems like pretty contained. There's like really small cracks where the spider webs like each in and around.
Okay.
But as you move your way,
Oh, I would definitely have the echo out in front of Soulstar.
Soulstar. Oh, you have it in front of Soulstar? Alright.
Yeah. There we go.
And I'm going to have Soulstar make perception with disadvantage because you're looking through.
Okay, for
Echo.
this instance, I'm actually gonna like poke my head through its chest, its sternum, and just like like the tip of my face out.
I'm going to pull a little Guado.
Just real quick, okay, because that was a good roll. I got a dirty 20
Nice.
for tag.
You poke your head through Bronze Shadow Bro, and you see a statue with 2 candles on side of it, and a casket that's been like covered in cobwebs and dust, and etchings and markings that you cannot read.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn back to the crew and let them know it's our worst enemy, candles.
I can try something here if you guys want to. I've been working on this thing where I can see through my echo, and I could send it in there way ahead of us and look around if you want.
What am I doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered this.
So wait,
Look,
you're telling me you've got a Mars rover, and you're just now telling us?
Well, I used it at Carholtz, or what is the old man.
It can only be what, 30 or 60 feet ahead of you.
No, when I'm doing this, this is a level 7 ability.
Okay.
I can basically use it like a familiar.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Echo Avatar. I can temporarily transfer my consciousness to my Echo. As an action, I can see through my Echo's eye and hear through its ears. During that time, I am deaf and blind. I can sustain the effect for up to 10.
So you're Hodor.
Yeah, kind of. And I can end it at any time. While the Echo is being used this way, it can move up to 1,000 feet away from me without being destroyed.
Right.
So I can hear and see through it and pilot it way up ahead. So I'll do that while holding on to Fimbul's shoulder, because I'm deaf and blind.
More like waist. You're short, he's kind of tall.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Hey.
Taller
Okay.
than you, old man.
Yeah, that changes the whole thing. Don't crop dust me. I'm going under. And yeah, I'll send my Echo walking like up to that crypt, see if I can see any obvious visible hazards.
Shadow passes
bad
throughout.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. All you really see is just looks to be some sort of study and trial. There's
Barrels.
books and barrels about.
Fuck.
There's smithing tools on a countertop, and then there's a smithing forge
Okay.
in the area.
And I don't see
everything
active
seems to
or
be
alive.
sealed off. There's nothing inside.
Okay. That'll satisfy me. I'll go ahead and bring my echo back to where it started and pop out of it.
As you pop out of it, you look to your right and you see a sealed stone door that's got a symbol sort of molded inside of it that kind of looks like a head of a horse.
Okay. Lila, does this look familiar to you? This sealed door?
Does it remind me at all of the crystal?
You look and it doesn't look like it. But you, given that you grew up in the area, you do know that the Equicephs were horse people, like
That was
giant.
my next question. Does it remind me of the Equicephs?
Yeah.
Okay. And like I said, Larry, I'll disapparate my echo from scouting and bring it back to 15 feet in front of me, right in front of Soulstar.
So you do.
Yeah. Now we gotta, actually walk in there. But I didn't see anything moving. I didn't see any blatantly obvious traps. That's my report. Soulstar, your turn.
I'll have to check out those barrels. Yeah.
I saw barrels. I couldn't touch them. They didn't jump out at my shadow.
Did you make sure to look up for spiders?
I think I did. Yeah. I mean, I did, but
Didn't see any.
I didn't see any.
Everybody's checking out the door.
I didn't
I'd
see
like to
or
check
hear
out
anything
study.
suspicious or dangerous, but that does not mean shit. But now that we know, what's up ahead a little bit. Braun hits the whiskey and realizes he sounds like a paranoid delusional.
You never know
Do
in
we
this
want
game.
to check out that place first
Obviously, one
before
of them.
trying to figure out this door?
It probably has something inside. Yeah. That has to do with the door.
Okay.
I'd like
I'm
to check out that study if I can.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
in. And Sulfur, you want to be towards like the bookshelves, or where would you like in the room?
If he has or if there, not he, but like if there's a table with like tools or some kind of like objects or gadgets or something.
Yeah, there's some smithing tools on the table on this side of the room.
Yeah,
I'll
can I
leave-
roll investigation to see if there's anything that seems out of place or interesting? Something that isn't just a hammer and tongs.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's a natural one.
Yeah, everything just looks like standard smithing tools sitting on the counter.
Braun is gently as he makes his way to that point in the room, gonna just kind of use his echo to tap the barrels just to make sure they're solid.
Yeah, you hear tap them, and there's a little swashing of sound of
Okay.
liquid, and
Yeah. Just enough
they
that,
all seem to be barrels.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm like scraping the wood with my pick. Just if it was an animal or a mimic, it would react.
Yeah.
Probably.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
The only reason I threw that mimic in because it seemed like everybody was looking for a mimic.
And now I'm
You
just
guys-
gonna look.
oh, let's
And now we're
open every
always looking
barrel,
for a
Mike.
mimic.
Yeah. It's
Braun
like,
is a trauma-based person, man. I'm
You
not
know,
letting
I have
that.
a T-shirt for that.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, hold on.
It's right here.
Yeah, I was actually I accidentally got paint on it, and so now it's my other painting shirt, and I was working on the stairs earlier today, but
Huzzah.
This is why I have trust issues.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, Braun is pretty. That's his nightshirt.
This chamber is mimic free. You tap and inspect all the barrels. They all seem to be just barrels.
Is
Okay.
that
No.
a
All
forge?
we found out is that they're tap-free mimics.
Yeah.
They could respond to something
Good
else.
job.
Is that a forge deeper in that chamber?
Yep.
Ooh.
A pretty wicked looking one too, man. That glow is awesome.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Fimble's staring up at the statue and looking at the casket and the etchings there forth, and he sees another symbol of looks to be some sort of warrior holding a spear, an equiseph horse person holding a spear etched into the stone.
Mhm.
I'd like to go back to that other room and just kind of like keep an eye on Thimble, make sure he doesn't go anywhere near that casket.
Right,
Yeah.
standing in front of it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want him touching it. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that close.
He reaches out and you slap his hand.
I'll give Soulstar a very approving nod with that, and I'll go and join Lila Forge.
Alrighty.
I'm starting to trust your judgment more, Soulstar. That's what that nod says.
It's only because I wanted to open the casket myself.
Lila, with your perception, natural perception, you can definitely see the forge is still active, even though there's no one there to keep the flame
Going.
lit, but yet it's still alive and glowing.
I'm going to ask Lila,
Keep
are
it.
any of these tools or are any of these items, should we grab anything in here as I'm still tapping the barrels that I find along the way?
I don't know yet. I've never heard of a forge that could keep itself going except in legends.
Okay. Take your time. Take your time.
I will
check the barrels.
approach the forge and check it out.
If that forge is a fucking mimic, I'm going to be so fucking mad.
Well, guess what? It's not.
Belches fire and swallows her.
It's a forgeable.
It's like the
A
furnace.
molten metal mimic. Everything's a mimic. This whole cave system that you're in is mimic. This whole session is a mimic.
Dude, why not? Why couldn't there be a dragon-sized mimic that pretends to be a cave? Why not?
I did see the stat block for a haunted house mimic, where like the
Yeah.
house is
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, the whole fake village mimic colony thing. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
they
you
just
can
get bigger.
take wherever you need to go with a mimic. Anything can be a mimic.
Great.
And Braun believes every bit of those
Yeah.
Bigfoot myth mimics.
And you know what? I've been a mimic.
He listens
the
to a
whole
lot of
time, actually.
Glenn Papiro's conspiracy theories.
Braun is probably he's gullible. He doesn't have a lot of, backstory or education history. He just believes what people tell him if it sounds true,
Yeah.
He's definitely
still-
Convincing enough.
He's still
There is-
surprised he hasn't fallen towards the sky.
Well, I don't know if Braun's a flat earther, but maybe he's given it some thought. I don't know.
So, it sounds like you people are a lot more alike than you thought.
Shut your damn mouth.
The apple doesn't fall far from the fake tree.
Uh,
The mimic tree.
So, looking at the forge, do I
Terrifying.
see any indications of like someone
apple
who has
doesn't
tried to
fall.
keep it going, or is it feel like it's heated by magical means?
You definitely feel a sense of power when you get closer to it. Even beyond the heat, there seems to be a force keeping it aflame and alive. Even there's bellows right beside you to help keep the flame. That's on a rolling rack. There's tools. There's an anvil. There's a little river spout for you to dip whatever you make into the hot coals and make it shape. There's books that are along the ledge and tables over here that as you walk by you notice some etchings briefly. It's almost like an instructional how-to.
Yeah, you should grab those for the literate people in the room.
Yeah, I can grab them on the way back. Do I was gonna say it's more like is with the investigation, I guess what I want to find out is the forge being kept heated by like an incantation or magical item, or is there some kind of creature living in it that's keeping it heated? Is basically like, is it
Okay.
Or is
like
it a whole
runes and spells, or like do I look down and I'm like I see like a small wyvern down there keeping it heated? Like what's the I guess that's what I'm like more looking for. Was it
Okay. It's definitely incantation or a spell.
Okay, so I could see kind of like runes around the edge that are like flaring and keeping it
Yeah,
heated.
you can see rune carvings that all along sort of the casket that contains within the forge.
Okay.
There's like slight amber lights glowing out of them when you concentrate and you focus as you inspect, and you can see the sort of light peering out of the runes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hot coals look a lot like diamonds, probably enchanted with some kind of magic, something like that.
Yeah, so I will just see on my way back, check the anvil for any like names on it, and then probably head towards those books.
Yeah, you look at the anvil and it looks well used. There's no real etchings or markings on it. It's sitting on like a stump of wood that's been brought in. And you make your way back to the books on the counter. Excuse me. And you see what seems to be sort of a guide. Next to one of the books, there's a mold, or not a mold, but a large chunk of steel ore sitting on a table, and just in the books there seems to be a loose guide on how to melt the ore and shape it into something that you need.
Yeah. Didn't Joel mention something about a series of trials to get through the mountain that young people...
Well, yeah, there's the Equiseph temples that were in the area that had a temples that would test different
like the skill.
Yep. The skills in the pretty much a warrior's trial type of deal.
I'll do the warrior part. You do the skill part. I'm going to look around for anything helpful as far as like tools, blunt instruments, weapons, anything that's lootable, because I'm just a big dump. You guys are going to figure out the room.
Behind Fimble and Soulstar, there's 2 bookshelves. And there's also a dummy that's got like some armor on it, but it's all old and dusted and like just made of steel.
Okay.
Just a
Kind of
plain
beige
steel
and
armor
rough.
set, but it's old and ancient, and it's got the same type of etching marks that are on the casket
Okay.
that deal with
I
like the
made people.
Equiseph tribe.
Yeah. Okay. So not the kind of thing that's going to fit a dwarf anyway.
No, yeah. It's a very large set of armor.
In the books, just flipping through a couple pages, do I see anything that I didn't already kind of like know or glean with my general knowledge of smithing?
There is some markings into harness like magic and fold it into the steel that you fold over and eventually will mold into what you need.
Okay. I will snack those books because I don't know anything about runesmithing.
I thought you were already proficient with smithing stuff.
Smithing, yes. Rune smithing.
Oh, okay. I get you.
Yeah.
No. Like imbuing. I can make a sword. Can I make a sword that does cold damage? No.
Okay. Well, let us know if you want us to look around for components or.
Well, she's got a book now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could probably work with Joel on getting components and stuff to practice at some point, but
Yeah.
for now.
Joel or Celia, because she seems to be the one that gather all kinds of things that would say that would be Joel's supplier.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'll keep an eye on Lila, and any books she said need to go into the bag of holding or my pack.
Yep.
I'll just pick stuff up and loot it as told.
Yeah, I can grab whatever book and stick it in the bag of holding. And make my
I'm
way
still
back
keeping
towards the
thimble
other
well,
door.
because someone's gonna crack that casket open and kick something off. I'm just. Whew.
No.
But yeah.
Leave
Kimball
the dead
goes
alone.
and sits down. Well, picks a book off the shelf and starts reading it, and sits down.
He's showing off his reading abilities, huh?
Oh, look at here! I can read. I can read words.
Braun just watches this smug little bastard read.
I can't even say I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yeah, yeah. And it hurts. Your children are supposed to do better than you, but that doesn't mean it doesn't fucking hurt.
I wish I could read.
But yeah, I'll start making my way back towards that other door.
The door from earlier?
Yeah. Eventually,
Alright.
as the group is milling
What
about.
I think what it's suggesting is that we need to make a key for that door.
Bingo bongo.
Yeah. You gotta use
There's the ore and there's the guide. How
Yeah.
to make it.
Is there a
Yeah.
cast? Did we find a cast?
There was a mold, right?
Yeah.
Well,
There's
Okay,
there's a mold, and there is the sort of indentation in the door that's got like the horse head, so it's like if
Yeah.
you fit something into it.
yeah, and you said there was like a raw steel block material
Yeah,
to use,
a cluster
Everything
of
there.
ores. Yeah.
make the key, but I don't think Braun's the one that's going to point this out.
No, it's fine. I
I'm
thought
just
you
glaring
meant
at
when you said
Thimble and
mold, you corrected
booth.
yourself in it. You said it was a like a steel ingot. Like there wasn't any cast or mold in the area to.
Yeah, then there isn't. You have to sort of like shape it and make it by hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Prove your
No.
skills.
Yay.
As long as they're not my skills.
We know what your skills are. Once we get the other door open, then you can open the casket and we can just run.
my skill is keeping Thimble from waking the undead.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I know, right? Is that do I have to roll for that?
My job is just to look for threats and when they appear to do something about them.
Look, I think you got to conduct some more thorough tests on these barrels.
Okay. Well, then I will work on trying to figure out making this fancy key.
Yeah.
That's not a key. It's some kind of thing.
More like
Looking at the door, does it look like it's like the head of a horse, or does it be like a piece of bridle? I don't know what it.
Like a plate she has to put into place and turn, or is it like a key?
Yeah, it
or-
looks like sort of like a chess figure horse head. So you just sort of gotta and it's like a little indentation, and it looks like there's gears like
Okay.
inside of the inlet that you put in, and like once you feel like you think once you secure it in, it's gonna open the passageway.
Okay.
Like it's missing a piece that you just
Yeah.
need to fill.
Yeah, that's definitely all on the cleric.
Yee.
I will take Soulstar's advice and just tap every barrel, and once I'm convinced they are actually barrels, I might try to
No,
the contents of the barrel.
no. I was gonna say you have to drink its liquid to make sure.
No, I
The only
know
true
better
way to-
than that. I've done enough party games. I don't just drink random shit unless it's something I made in a jar. Okay, these barrels have been there long enough that it could actually even endanger a dwarf's constitution. Okay, I don't just drink septic water.
Even though I do love septic water.
Dwarven philosophy, if the alcohol quality, or if it's fermented enough, the alcohol kills the infection. Like,
It's got to be sparkling septic water.
yeah, gotta ferment it first. You can sanitize it with a byproduct.
Yeah.
It's fucking simple science, man. How does no one understand this dwarven science? It's like those fuckers in LA or whoever that are selling like the raw water that's supposed to be great for your health, but it's just unfiltered, like whatever.
Ocean water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I think Lila eats rocks. What do you think what do you think I think you drink?
Ron
Right.
understands brewing.
It's a
and
rock eater
distilling.
from
Yeah.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah.
As far as my science degree goes, it's just if it has high enough alcohol content, it sterilizes itself. That's how dwarves work.
Makes sense.
Is that so?
If
Okay.
you can light it on fire, it's safe to eat. Food, liquid, everything is covered under that.
Well, then I will work on making this with either my smithing tools or the tools that are I try to attempt this thing.
Alright.
I'd like to peer down the hallway while they're at work, just to make sure nothing's creeping up behind us.
Okay.
Stay guard. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep Lila and her work kind of within eye shot, but also checking them
Maybe run the
barrels.
anvil, looking at the barrels.
Yeah. Anything
And
worth
Lila, have you make 3 skill checks.
Okay, so I know with smithing tools, I get to add my proficiency bonus to the ability check, but I don't know what type of ability check this would be. Would this be strength or dex?
I'm gonna say just a crafting check, so it's gonna be a d20 plus whatever your proficiency is.
Okay, so +3.
proficiency with smithing tools?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what the smithing tools does, is it lets
Yeah.
me do the +3. Okay. Oh yay! 17 for the first check.
Nice.
8 for the second, and 18 for the third.
All right. So as you clang away on the steel, and you fold and you bend it, you stretch it out, you start to make the shape, and it seems to be, you make it kind of hollow, the frame of the horse. It's thick, but it's also hollow inside. And first go around, you sort of overhit it, and it sort of curves too far, and you feel you're just about ready to scrap it and start again, but you just sort of tap on the other side and sort of flip it over and just keep tapping it, heating and tapping it, and it repairs your overcorrection. And a few hours later, after some clanging and bending and shaping and molding, you're able to get the shape. You dip it into a cold barrel of water next to the anvil. And you look at it, and it looks just like the indent on the door.
Woot.
Are there any of the tools on the smithing bench or anything that look to be of higher quality than her smithing tools?
They all seem to be very basic tools.
Yeah. Just want to make sure we couldn't, upgrade some of her gear. Other than that, I probably used a chisel to pick my fingernails for an hour or two. I don't fucking know what.
That's fine. Roll to find out how much gunk you got from out of. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Roll for toe jam.
Yeah.
Oh.
I call it Earl. No. Earl and toe jam. Nobody remember that? All right. I'm officially old.
Old and weird.
Pearl Jam?
It's you, and I don't get that one.
Pearls. Earl and toe jam. An old Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh
game.
shit! Okay, yeah. Now it's kind of
kind of like Battletoads.
Oh man, that's from some years that I blocked out.
Right? Well, it's not really blocked out.
Or as I didn't want
to. Yeah.
But yeah, once I'm done, I'll head with the group to the door. Hopefully they haven't played with the crypt too much.
No, I think if it's been a couple hours, I've been checking in with Soulstar every 10 or 15 minutes, and we're definitely both keeping Fimble from getting to.
Fimble's just been heavily into the books. Just reading.
I have this image of like.
Not really taking everything in. They're just like scanning books, and some words they get, some words they don't.
Yeah, I have this hilarious image in my head of like Fimble like reaching a hand towards the crypt, and like Braun and Soulstar on either side just sitting going, what?
Yeah. Like a cat paw from under the door.
Yeah.
Sort of swatting.
Gonna keep trying. We gotta keep an eye on him. Yeah, for sure.
We still have those handcuffs, right?
Yes.
Oh shit, we should have, huh? Lila, you're the one to make that call. We're not to be trusted with those, but we definitely.
It's a good thing she has them as opposed to us.
Well,
no. Come around the corner and one of you would be comatose.
We would have put it in a good.
All right.
We would have found out what the hell he keeps around his neck. Oh yeah.
We already know what's around his neck. He said it's his eye.
Yeah, but he didn't explain what the hell that meant. To be fair, we don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
It's weird.
We'll get there in time, I'm sure.
Ugh. Yeah, that's another tale for another time. Braun has theories, though. But
it's a whole big A24 story.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lila takes the mold she made and sets it in the door, and you hear all sorts of clicking and clacking throughout the wooden door, and it unlatches and pushes.
Soulstar, would you have been with us for that, or would you have hung back?
I would have been with you for that, for sure.
Okay.
As long as Fimble is away from the casket.
Yeah. I definitely brought Fimble and me with Lila to check the door.
I figured like Lila brought it in, everybody's like, ooh, shiny, and they sort of followed her.
But I also know Soulstar is also thinking of other shinies in that fucking crypt. He's gonna open that thing. It's just.
Well, we don't know yet.
Does it?
How many shinies
I thought about it, but no.
Oh, Jesus, you're really maturing as a character. I mean, you came back.
My pockets are still fucking heavy because I didn't exchange the gold. So I'm like, you know what? It's not worth opening.
Oh, that's
not worth it.
It's like I can't hinder my speed movement.
That's something we definitely want to have you do at some point, Larry, is probably add that gold for Fimble if you haven't already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll I'll do afterwards.
He gets $5,000. and he can convert it to platinum if he wants, and
I'll
all that.
convert it to platinum anyways, just to make it easy.
Shop for whatever he needs.
So yeah, the door opens systematically. You see one side of a cavern wall is kind of bare. The other side of the wall is just covered in spider webs.
Should we burn those spider webs as we go? Does anyone have like a cantrip type reusable?
But the thing is if we light them, wouldn't that be telling the spiders that they're being damaged? And alert them. Just maybe.
It eliminates us getting caught up.
We still have stealth on our side, at least till now.
I doubt it.
Also, burning them, this is kind of like a cave-ish system, not a lot of ventilation.
Oh, you guys have to breathe like clean air, huh? Sorry. Dwarves in our constitution, we grew up in like the coal mines of Kentucky type conditions. We can breathe or drink just about anything that would kill you fucking soft pink people. Yeah. So I don't give a shit.
Yes, because I am very pink in my
I embrace all the dwarves.
Yeah, you're talking to a stone person, sir.
Yeah,
let's save the fire for the spiders.
Yeah.
I could send the echo down the hall and at least take a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Try that. He's not going to trigger any traps. There is no weight. He does not occupy space. But I'm going to go ahead and send my echo walking down that hallway. I'm going to go blind and deaf.
How far?
To the end of where the camera shows.
So the edge of the hallway right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if possible, I don't know how spectral and spider webs interact, but if he could brush his arm along those spider webs and see if he can...
But it just freezes through the webs.
Yeah,
And through their eyes, you see an open area that's covered in webs. There seems to be yet another statue with an idol in front of it.
Okay.
It's got a spectral butterfly just sitting on a branch, fluttering.
Oh.
I've been watching too much Hogwarts Legacy not to see a puzzle when it happens. God damn it. Sorry, that would be a reference. No.
I have not heard anything about such game because I was never a fan of the series.
Well,
it never hit me. I watched the one movie while I learned to sew, and that was about it.
Yeah, you just described one of the most popular puzzles in the game. So,
well, hopefully I don't unintentionally copy it.
No, I don't think that's what's going to happen here.
The butterfly and spiders? Really?
No, just butterflies. There's this thing.
Okay. Well, then fuck that game.
Yeah.
Wait. Brian, did you check
I had enough headache when Critical Role did the whole sea thing, and there was the blue dragon.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, crap, because they're gonna come across a wyvern. Soulstar has a blue dragon ready to go. Like shit, we're just gonna. Everybody's like, oh, you copied him. No.
Oh, we're just ahead.
Just ignorant and following the same lines. Yeah.
No, but
we both like Final
made me
Fantasy.
look at my notes because when I saw that, I can't really tell that it's a butterfly, but I was like, oh, it's not. When you said butterfly, I was like, oh, it's not the thing I put notes on. That's one of the things we gotta find.
Yeah, this is a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah. A Guardian Orion dome with a rose petal and a phoenix in it. So that's why I was like,
oh right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Biodome was made by Lady Noir. Check her out on her Etsy and all of her stuff. She makes a lot of really great stuff. I've got a stack of runes that she's made that are awesome. I also have a bunch of other stuff, but if you like all kinds of collecting of cryptids and all kinds of things like that, go check her stuff out. It's really awesome. You can incorporate it to your games like I have. It just really elevates things. But anyways, back to the game at hand.
No, that's a really cool, detailed little mini.
Right.
A terrarium? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's just like a little dome capsule that's got
Yeah.
A butterfly inside of it.
Awesome, man.
Anyways, you're seeing through the ice. You do see.
Yeah, Braun is. I assume a couple hours into this, Braun is slurring his description of this room, while deaf and blind, and telling you guys what he sees. There's a butterfly in a jar. I don't know what that is, and there's statue, and there's a lot of spider webs. Should we burn them?
But it's all under his breath because your eyes are still white.
I'm deaf. Yeah, I'm deaf and blind, but I can still talk and describe what I'm seeing. Poorly.
Yeah, so it's
Can you
like
check the
almost a
ceiling real
muttering.
quick?
Can I
We
look
have a lot
up?
of problems with spiders
Yeah.
on the ceiling.
You look towards the ceiling and everything looks covered in like mounds of white webs, just sort of all just heavily covered all around. You do spot a section of egg sacs that have been unopened, still containing spiders untouched on each side of the room.
Oh.
Here and here, there's bones surrounding them.
Oh, there's a lot of bones and egg sacs going on.
You have
I would say burn it all, but then that little glass thing with the butterfly in it, it looks pretty fragile, so maybe not. I don't know. Let's take it to a vote, and I pull my echo back.
Passes like.
I'll stop
smoke
metagaming with my echo.
Braun tries to describe what he saw through your shadow at the group that's still at the passageway.
So someone's actually got to step in there and look for traps and make sure. And what are we gonna do about the egg sacs and bones?
Well, you got a lot of good ideas. Why don't you go ahead and
walking
take the
through.
head on that?
The fuck?
No.
Hugging
No,
the
let Fimble go by himself.
God damn!
Oh. Who's watching football?
He got off the leash, man. He just it doesn't work. He just
once you guys focus in amongst yourselves and start talking, Fimble's like, you know what? I'm gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
Walking.
Every time I try to put one of those little kid leashes on him, he just shrugs out of the harness like a grumpy dog. He's uncontainable.
I'll follow
He
him
just
in.
misty steps out of the harness. That's probably more accurate.
I'm not gonna. They've used one misty step. I'm not gonna take it away from them all.
No, I'm just for narrative effect.
No,
The harness cannot contain him.
You said you start following Fimble.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Rest of the group.
Do you guys want me towards the front or the rear?
I'll take towards behind Fimble.
Okay. Lila, you want the rear?
I don't care.
The rear. Okay. We'll sandwich the cleric and proceed cautiously.
It's a very narrow passageway, so it's a line order.
Yeah.
So we got Fimble, Soulstar, Lila, and Braun.
Okay.
So you make your way around corner.
Waiting for a tile to slip or something. As soon as there's room up in front of Fimble, I'm going to apparate my echo up towards the front. Yeah. Within 15 feet of Braun is the limitation.
All right.
Can we see the terrarium from here?
Yeah, you can see it off in the distance right here.
Probably has like a faint glow or something, or
Yeah, the butterfly you see, it's made out of like blue magic spectral light, so it's just floating inside the biosphere or biodome.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore by the biodome in front of the statue.
Oh, what is it? What are those jars called that people like plant vegetables in and then seal it, and it just becomes its own self-contained thing?
I wouldn't
It's
say
not.
a biome, but I think that's liking another word.
Yeah, I mean, whatever those are, we all know what those jars are.
Not a terrarium, but
Yeah, it's like a sealed thing, but that's what I'm imagining. It's just a little moss garden in a jar that.
sound off in the comments. Future watchers.
Again, we are the natural ones. Sometimes we might need some assistance.
Yes.
Question is, how
Please.
badly do we want that item?
Oh, I want it bad. Oh, really.
I
It's
don't
been a
think-
lifelong dream ever since I found out it existed.
I think
Just
Thimble
a
was
second.
wrong.
It's like,
There is
ooh, gotta have it.
yeah,
I'm sure
glowing
Fimble is.
jar. I think Thimble would be attracted to it. He picks up every glowing skull he finds. Lies.
Yeah.
This feels like a goddamn trap. I will say
Like
that.
a test?
Yeah. Another word for test is
Well, in your
Crap.
Echo can't pick things up, can it?
no,
It can hit things,
No.
but it can't
no,
hit
but
things
I
up.
can't. And if you want me to, I'll swap places with the fucking thing, and I'll do it.
But you can only go 15 feet in front of you. Well, that's for your
No,
shadow
I mean,
set.
I'll swap places with the Echo and take the point if that is what the group thinks is wise.
Yeah.
I know
You
I'm a
notice your
I don't think it's wise, but it's
Echo
what
is hovering
but
on top of a floor that's covered in spider webs.
yeah, if ever there is going to be a trigger or a problem, it's
Is
in that big open space.
Is there more chamber behind, like where I'm standing?
Yeah, you turn and you look and you see
Oh,
sort of a cove that's got like a bench and some barrels, and there's on the other side there is. Alright, I removed it because I didn't think we'd get here in one session, so I'll put that there. You see another statue that's got sort of a hand open with like a finger out.
Oh. Okay. Great. I
describe what you're thinking.
I turn back and look at the terrarium. I look back at the statue and I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, Nope.
Okay. Well, Soulstar, you wanted to go get that terrarium?
Yeah,
no,
I'll make a grab
Wait.
for it.
no, let's check.
There's no like clear path
Look.
that doesn't have
No.
spider web all over it, right? We're
Yeah,
not
but
like magically missing that part.
Yeah, there's like a good 30 to 35 feet from where you guys are to where everything's just covered in spider web on the
Okay.
ground.
and my Echo standing there and like flapping his arms. That's not triggering it.
Right there. Yep.
Okay.
It's made of smoke, so it's just hovering above.
Yeah.
So-
It
It's
only
just
I could-
becomes solid when it needs to like strike something.
yeah.
Like a spiritual weapon. Or
Looking at
I'm
the
just trying to
room.
trigger any motion sensors they might be, but that's not obviously a thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Looking at the room, so I can see that like some of the web has like stopped, but like right in front of the terrarium. That doesn't like lead around, does it? It leads into all that spider web, right?
Yeah.
And
like-
the I described the egg sacs and the bones, right? I didn't skip
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You
Yeah, we
notified
can
them
see
about the sound. But yeah, as far as spider webs, there seems to be a little bit of a gap in around this bottom corner area.
Well, I mean, our options are sneak up and try to take the thing and then run, or just ham at it and already start firing at the spider sex.
The
Right,
gentleman,
take him out
the
now.
gentleman with the harpoon gun, has a suggestion, and
We
it's
don't
not
want
the
to break it.
Well, let's travel back. Do you the harpoon is still stuck in the mountainside? Do you want to
Oh
like?
fuck no! Of course I recovered that.
Okay. All right.
You know I pried that shit out when we got off. I've reloaded it.
Just making
Yeah.
sure.
But the harpoon gun
We also
cannot
got the
gently
Yep.
pick something up.
Yeah, I'm just suggesting that maybe one of our dudes with arrows crack the glass and let the butterfly out from here.
I thought you were gonna do like Indiana Jones and swing your way.
No.
Oh, is that what we have to do? Is let the butterfly out? That's it?
I don't
I-
think so. I think we need to bring it over to the statue.
I'm thinking like
I was gonna say the butterfly is the whole reason I want the
on
thing.
the finger.
I realize the butterfly is the key.
Yeah,
In a
but the
sense.
the statue seems to have its finger out like it's trying to feed a little birdie or something.
Or let something land on it.
Right. So
Yeah.
get
Maybe
the
we're
butterfly
supposed to
out
pull
of
the
it.
finger.
We have
But
to
if-
go off.
But if you break it, it doesn't mean the butterfly is gonna go straight there. It might flutter off in a different direction.
And land in a web.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's valid. I don't know.
Or
Braun
get
doesn't
eaten by
have
a
a
spider on
forethought.
the way.
Do we actually have to go over there and touch it? Like there's eggs and bones and shit over there. I could just send my echo over there and hit the damn thing. You know, we
not-
can shoot an arrow at it. I don't know if that's a great idea.
That's why I'm saying more than likely our two options is someone sneaks over there and grabs it and runs, or we shoot at the eggs and just start the fight now. Because I don't see... we might be able to sneak past it, but I don't know.
Soldier, do you still have that Molotov I gave you? I gave you one, but I don't think you actually used it in that last fight. I was the only one that
No, I didn't.
Okay,
You're right.
I've still got 3,
It's in my notes. I just didn't add it to my actual inventory here.
so we could theoretically throw some bottles full of gasoline, for better use of a word, on those egg sacs, and then make a play. So if they hatch, everything's already soaked in barbecue sauce.
Now,
But
I just remembered I still have that ever-smoking bottle. If we just let this room fill up with smoke, I
How
could
is that-
probably just pop,
Yeah,
pop,
but we
pop, pop,
we
grab it, and
can't-
then pop, 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 pop.
in the room does not sound like a valid option, man.
Yes, but we can't see in that smoke
Yeah.
either, so you could trip and fall onto an egg sac.
You do not want to see Braun blind in a
But
room.
But like, I'll look at it, right, and then I'll open the bottle, and I won't move my neck at all. And then once the room's filled up, I just right there,
Uh-huh.
grab it, and
'Cause
then make a
that's how that
180,
works.
and then walk back.
It's a very large sort of terrarium. It's
It would
about
take-
as large
yeah.
as you are.
Larry said it would take like 10 minutes for that room to fill up, and there is no breeze here, so it would also take like 10 minutes for that room to become visible again. This seems
And you'd be crossing
like,
spider webs that you're not
Yeah.
sure what's going to happen when you touch
if
it.
you want Braun blind and just winging at anything that comes near him, you go with that plan.
I'm just trying to save us a Molotov.
Yeah, I'll just be spinning in circles with my pick out, and we'll see what happens. It's just the Simpsons
Spiraling
win.
around. Woo, tornado.
Don't call me over here. I'm just be kicking. I'm gonna be winning. I don't think it's gonna work, man. Sounds like a bad plan for everyone but Braun.
Thimble's looking about, and they're going to use their last... Wait, no.
I was gonna say don't.
Damn
Don't
it.
misty step over there. No.
Yeah.
There's arrows on the other end of the room I can investigate. Fuck, man.
go. And they look.
Just slow, methodical, and boring.
And as they reach the terrain, and Fimbul's pretty tall. They're around like 6'1", 6'2". The terrarium's the same size. The butterfly is just huge. The spectrum's floating.
Oh.
Fimbul can start to hear eggs crack, and they peel open.
Soulstar, fuel, corners. They're
I've
hatching.
already got my Molotov lit. Like,
Yeah.
it's already on fire.
I have a fireball I can fire.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Misty step, I lit that son of a bitch.
They pop out.
If Braun can take a movement option, he's gonna run up to where his echo is and send his echo 15 feet in front of him towards that upper corner. Yeah. And Braun is preparing a Molotov as well. Rainbow! God damn it! You impulsive little mother! We were talking, then decisions, then action.
And taking too long, apparently.
He's
The
got the
spiders
80.
pop out of the eggs. And we're going to end the session there.
Rainbow!
Whew.
That episode of Breaking Bad where Mike and Pinkman go on like a mission to collect the Tucker! That is what is echoing in my head right now. I'm just Rainbow! Fuck! No! Not invite him into the house! There's not enough men! God damn it, people!
Yeah. Is this part of the trial, or is this just happenstance of being in an old place where spiders inhabit?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? We'll find out
And,
next time.
Yeah. Next time, same cave channel, same cave time.
Same batshit people, same batshit story.
Mm.
Fuck.
But yeah. So
Oof.
that's just the baby spiders.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to see the big ones. We fought
Something
spiders
laid those
before.
eggs.
No, thank you.
Yeah, something laid those eggs.
No, thank
Something
you.
did lay them eggs.
No, thank you.
And I'm really trying not to spoil it.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's we'll see that in 2 weeks, maybe.
Maybe.
If we live long enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Bimbo!
They're not even here. I mean, they're still causing havoc.
Yep.
Look, my skills are to keep them from waking the undead. It never said anything about spiders.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
guys,
You might as well just run back while we're fighting and open that casket while we're at it. Fuck.
Maybe they'll help.
Maybe that'll help. I'm
Maybe.
not a cleric of the grave, okay? Not my thing. Just no.
So,
There's no necromancers in the group either. So.
Nope.
well, but we can assume that Lila is at least pouring light into the general room, and that Braun and Soulstar both have a Molotov pretty much lit and ready to throw.
Mhm.
Yeah. I assume you've got your hand raised. It's like classic Banksy pose.
Yeah, pretty much.
But with Braun.
Yeah. Yeah, slam the war pick into the ground, and pull something off my belt and light it. Soulstar, much the same.
I was hoping to use it on a cop, but I guess spiders will do.
I mean, we
Spiders
did that.
and cops? No.
Well, we did already, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a spider cup.
Spider.
All right.
Larry, don't put that shit on Twitch until you have the copyrights, okay? Spider
Well-
Cups franchise.
The ass cab. All spider cops are bastards.
Yeah.
I'll just ask Dan Slott about it. It's okay.
Okay. That's valid. Oh.
Well then, we will see you guys around.
Yeah.
See ya. Thanks again for another great session. We'll catch you in 2 weeks' time, which would be, let me double check my calendario, the 26th.
Yep.
The last weekend of the month.
Already, yeah.
I know, right? Things are going way too fast.
Yeah.
So you're sliding
Y'all are.
by.
I already lost an hour earlier today.
Yeah, we all did. Like that.
It was disorienting starting the session with daylight still coming into the windows.
This doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
Get out of my way, good sir.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time.
All right,
Bye.
2 weeks out.
Bye.
And thanks for tuning in and watching. Please like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Comment, even if it's a negative comment. If you don't like it, please let us know so we can drag you and troll you online.
Yeah.
That's what you do. No, but you know.
Does Braun need an
Cool.
intervention? Start the chat. Let's get the
Yeah.
world.
Let's get Georgia Dow on this. Let's do her therapist breakdown of Braun and the rest of the characters.
Alrighty, I'll see you guys.